Check 1, 2. You guys should be hearing that.
Look at me. I'm here.
We're all here. Welcome to Freddy's apartment.
This is how I sit, like a normal human being.
Just make sure we get your spaghetti in the corner there.
Hey. Will's spaghetti. There's spaghetti on the table already.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me just
Thanks
make
for
sure.
coming, everybody.
Okay, here we go.
This was a good time. Let's go.
And now we're done.
That was it. That was Talking Dads.
You have now seen us in motion.
All right. I just want to make sure.
Wait, are you Tequila 42, Will?
Yeah, you bet your ass I am.
Tequila 42.
It's a wacky combination of my two favorite things from college. John Woo's Hard Boiled and Douglas Adams is the Hitchhiker's Guide to
not
the
tequila
Galaxy.
itself.
I thought it was just like tequila and numbers.
So where's
Alcohol
where's
and
the what's
numbers.
the YouTube stream?
Go into the Discord and then under Peanut Chat, there's a.
There's a link to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. How's the audio coming in, folks? I'm having to monitor for like 3 different things, so
Wait,
I might have to crank it a little bit. Hold on.
if there's 7 people watching and there's 5 of us, Mom,
Oh, whoops.
Dad,
Never
Wow,
mind, man.
that's me from the side. I'm not watching though. Freddie told me not to.
narc.
No, but you're still on the page, so that
Oh.
means you
Pause.
probably count as a streaming watcher.
Okay, cool, cool,
No,
cool,
no.
cool.
Oh yeah. Ooh, 9 people watching now.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, because I just joined.
This is this is taking off.
This is
Check
It's
1,
popping.
2.
Somebody left. Somebody just looked at us and left.
I went, nope, no
Gosh.
thanks.
2
The
people left.
nerve.
All right.
Yeah,
We're
makes
bobbing.
sense.
Yes, this is the high quality content of navel gazing that everyone's here for. All right. So we're gonna be doing 2 things. I cranked it up just a hair. I don't want to. I have to kind of go through my mixer thing, so it might be a little.
We
low.
can do a quick troubleshooting for Daniel here. Hey Daniel, so there should be a button on your computer that increases volume. If you press that,
Way to alienate like the only people
That's
that like us.
1/5 of our fan base
Yeah.
right
How do
there.
you cultivate a loyal fan base?
that's what
Don't
happened.
ask Matt Arnold.
Wow, Freddie looks so great in that screen. He's leaning forward. Now he's leaning back. This has been my DVD commentary of Dungeons and Daddies Talking Dads. Dad.
I can't wait till Shout Factory creates a compilation of all the Talking Dads on DVD.
I love like the
What do you-
like
wait,
the
sorry, what do you
Mystery
mean?
Science Theater
Yeah, Shout
DVDs.
Factory, they make weird DVDs.
This live stream is brought to you by
I'm sorry,
Henry
Daniel.
Oak's favorite drink.
Ooh.
That's his second favorite drink.
That's a warm glass of water.
It's
Yeah.
slightly chilled.
I'll be the judge of that. This qualifies as cold for Henry.
Ooh,
For
all
Henry
right.
O.
Nice, number 1.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just checking one thing.
Oh no, we've gone too long without a joke. Somebody say something.
Say something
There's
funny.
two,
Something.
there's two frowny faces.
Oh no, Daniel's still quiet.
Daniel is not
Daniel.
letting this go.
Daniel, I'm so sorry.
We're so sorry, Daniel.
Okay. All right. So we're doing 2 things. We're doing the episode of Talking Dad based on the episode that just came out, and we're not going to be doing that ever again.
We're gonna be continuing to do Talking Dads.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
You're like, we're
clarify
not gonna-
what we're
yeah.
not doing yet.
Yeah,
What
yeah, yeah.
exactly?
No,
what
no,
are we
we're
not
not going to
doing?
we're not going to be doing a Talking Dad live thing ever again.
Oh.
Because the way that it works is now we've caught up with our episode record feed.
Yes.
So that when we record right after the episode. So if we did it live, people would be tuning in live after we just recorded, so nobody would have heard it.
yes.
So there'd be nothing to tune into. They'd be tuning into spoilers.
But
right?
just think about the 5 to 6 people we'd be disappointing who showed up tonight.
Yikes.
Okay. So we have we'll do Talking Dad. You want to do Talking Dad first?
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
do- okay. And
Wait,
then
are
we'll
we
do,
doing
Why, are we recording the BDSM episode live as well?
No.
Do you? I mean, you tell me. Do you
I mean, I
want-
don't care.
I'm
I'm
down.
in.
I'm
All right.
down.
All right.
If
Yeah.
you're not in, that's fine, Matt. We can go offline.
We'll
but
see. We'll see what
everyone
happens.
will know that you're the one who chose.
We'll see what happens.
All right. We also have then, I guess, our second thing we'll be recording is the
100. Yeah, the 100 viewer thing.
Yeah.
The 100 Patreon subscriber
Stretch goal.
milestone stretch
Yes.
goal, which
Yeah.
is Dungeons and Daddies : a BDSM podcast.
Dungeons and Daddies, not a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So,
It's always been that in a sense.
So I'm rolling. Let's go ahead and do Talking Dad. Anthony, bring us in.
Okay. Welcome to Talking Dads, the only podcast about a podcast that's about dads in the Forgotten Realms. I'm Anthony
That narrows
Burge.
it down.
What?
That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the Adventure Zone.
So exclusive.
So what do we got? Questions? What are we gonna?
We got a whole range of things. Well, first
Oh, yeah,
of
we
all,
got to talk about the episode. We
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. So in the most recent
let's
episode,
introduce ourselves real quick.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Anthony
Freddie
Burge.
makes it look so easy every week on
Yeah.
the main one.
I'll keep the momentum going. I'm Freddie Wong, a dad. Not really.
Yeah, I'm Matt Arnold, an actual dad.
Ugh. I'm Will Campos, sick of hearing Matt flex about his daughter.
I am Beth May. I am a daughter.
It's like, I came so hard. Somebody exists now.
So let's.
Oh, was that me? Was that me
That's
talking?
an impression of you.
impression of me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I nutted so
Spot
good
on.
that something's breathing now that wasn't before.
Oh my gosh.
let's.
That's what we said when we held her for the first time.
Look, I'm holding my nut.
They're like, sir,
Ashley, look, I'm holding my nut.
they're like, sir, this is their children present. You need to get out of the maternity ward.
Children present because I'm here and I nutted.
That's so weird. We're all like we're all our dad's nut.
Wow.
Think about that for a second.
This is so
Before you
getting cut.
ever say a bad word about anybody, remember that everybody is somebody's nut.
That was the original opening of The Great Gatsby.
Like two nuts born back ceaselessly into the past.
It was originally a big billboard for a fertility clinic.
the nuts of TJ Uckelberg. This is straight up so literary right now.
What's up? It's my high school lit class coming at you with these great Gatsby
Dude,
references.
Nuts of Wrath.
As the great Kanye West says, let me hit it raw like fuck the outcome. Hey, none of us would be here with outcome.
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're just one more thing we all agree with Kanye about.
Yeah.
Anthony, go ahead and just tilt
Nobody
the
can
mic.
disagree if you just state facts.
Tilt the mic a little bit more towards you.
Tilt it?
Yeah,
Okay,
there you go.
okay.
There you go. So this episode was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun in terms of also the post-production side because this one was the most work on the post end.
Yeah.
Because you guys had there was a very specific audio thing, which was we needed a rendition of Silent Night that was harmonized, that was very specifically started off bad with guitars, had two drums, and kind of sounded like a Mannheim Steamroller thing. I don't think you can hear it in the mix of the episode because it's underneath our talking, but because of the Mannheim Steamroller thing, I have like a synth thing happening. Like there's synth
Oh my
arpeggios
gosh.
happening like underneath it.
I feel like I
quietly.
heard about 10 seconds of a really nice little Freddie Wong guitar solo.
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
end.
you
roll
were-
the
you
guitar.
were
Well, because
wailing.
and also the other part of the story, MPAA needs to not join in at the first part and catch on, and then continue to be a musician like part way through it.
Oh
So
my
it's like,
gosh.
yeah. So that was fun.
Is the song going up? Are you gonna post the song?
Yeah. So the plan actually is I had an inkling because there was gonna be a lot of music that was necessary because on top of that there would also need to be like the background music for the behind the music stuff at the beginning. There also needed to be a bossa nova bit with Anthony, who happened to actually sing pretty much in key without realizing it in the
Hey.
key that I know that song in. So it's like, oh, not bad. So I was you probably saw I was rolling video during a lot of that. So I think the bonus thing, because every month we're doing a piece of bonus content for the Patreon folks.
Can I interrupt 1 second?
Yeah.
Anthony Birch, more like Antonio Carlos Jobim, the composer of Girl from Ipanema.
Thank you so much for
song.
interrupting. Just like
Holy shit.
Oh, no.
You're
I
welcome.
I was having kind of a bleh day, but now I'm seeing clearly.
Sorry, Freddie. you
Oh
can
no,
go.
no, it's okay. And then, so there's so I think this month is gonna be a video about those little song segments that we put up, because I think it's interesting because I had Beth over to sing.
Yes.
Yeah, how was that, Beth?
It made me really nervous because I've never sang in public before.
And that had nothing to do with
and
Dungeons and Dragons. This was just Freddie inviting you over to
It was
come sing.
like, yeah, we were just like singing.
new karaoke machine.
Beth, can you come over and sing?
And yeah, so the first few times we didn't catch it on camera or on micro. No, I was really nervous because even though it felt like I was just like hanging out with Freddie singing Silent Night inexplicably, which would be fun anyway. Yeah, I just like with the camera, especially, I was just like, oh
Yeah, I
no.
kind of put a lot in there, didn't I?
And plus, it's like when I think about behind the BTS footage, it's so raw. You're gonna actually hear me be like, Silent Night.
Well, but you did good. I sent you a YouTube I sent Beth a YouTube link of like what was
Oh my
it?
gosh, it was delightful. It was like how to harmonize with Silent Night, or like harmonizing with Silent Night. So it's like
It
the
looks
melody.
like a husband-wife duo.
It was
That's
like
cool.
the most delightful
Yeah, it was like-
English husband-wife duo where they're like, right, welcome to harmonizing with Silent Night. Fred over here is gonna play the piano and I'm gonna sing. And then they like, she has this like absolutely perfect voice, okay? And then she's like, right then, now we're gonna do the harmony.
Don't forget.
Did it help? Or was it,
It
just like
actually
they're
was
really good?
extremely helpful
Oh,
and
good.
extremely positive, and like I mean, we should post that video and just like say a personal shout out.
No, it's from the corner of wholesome YouTube where it's just
Oh
like
my gosh,
yeah.
so wholesome. 5 stars.
I
5
like
out
that,
of 5.
I like that corner more than zit popping YouTube, which my wife has exposed me to.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, and also I will say this. I think from a story structural standpoint, this last episode was really interesting. Going back into it and like listening to it, because there's a lot of like stuff again unplanned. But like for example, like Beth, like as Ron is explicitly saying from the beginning the entire time, "Oh, I'm gonna be great."
I know. I thought that was so good. Like the foreshadowing actually worked out really well.
Like,
Yeah.
which is funny because like in the moment, right, you can go both ways. It can be, oh, you can read that as, oh, Ron is being like Ron and like not quite knowing his own talent, or as it turns out with the Nat 20 roll, it's like, oh, Ron is actually right in this regard. You know, it's like it's the friend who like always exaggerates, but it's the one time that story actually turns out to be true.
Your friend who said he was the greatest Tony Hawk player of all time.
And then it
Oh
turns
my
out he
gosh.
was.
Anthony, what would have happened
Second best.
if she rolled a 1?
If she had rolled a 1,
It still would have been beautiful.
it would have been
And
like
Ron-
this crazy avant-garde, like not. You basically would have invented a new genre of music that everyone acknowledged was something new, but that they all hated it. Like,
Great art is often reviled.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But after 100 years later, after you die, that's everybody's favorite music.
I mean, I just gotta say, when I checked and I saw that was a 20, that was like one of those thrilling moments that I'll probably tell like my children about. my nut
You're
children.
not, yeah.
You're nuts about it, yeah.
No, it was just like it was like a
Fermented
thrill,
nut.
like winning a football game or a buzzer beater. I was just like, yes! Did you fucking see that?
I think everybody clipped their mic on that one. That was one
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the times that literally everybody was like just
Screaming.
waiting for it. Yeah. So
Well, I guess I was wondering if they would have left us.
Yeah. The plan was.
yeah, talk about what the plan was because
Yeah,
you
like if it-
alluded to it.
Yeah, like if we actually did poorly.
Sure. So if you did poorly according to plan, remember the idea was that you guys would distract everybody with your bad playing.
Yeah.
Freddie and Nick would, or Glenn and Nick would do reasonably well, leave for an encore, quote unquote, and then go basically to the dungeon where I had a whole other encounter planned, like an entire dungeon's worth of stuff. And like any DMs listening to this probably know, where it's like one of the hardest things to prepare is how much is enough for a session and how much is too much. Because my thought was like a battle of the bands. That's going to be like, and if you like break it down, it's literally like 3 dice rolls.
Yeah.
And that took us an hour. So I was like, well, I can't take that long, so I better put up something else. And so they basically would have, I guess it's not really a spoiler. It doesn't matter if I use it again. You're paying to hear this. Who cares?
There's 3 of them also.
Yeah, all 3 of you. Well, I mean, people listen to it afterward,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, this will be archived for
right.
for those tiers.
The plan was that they were going to go into the dungeon and have to solve some riddles that Scam Likely had put there, because Scam Likely basically allied with Nick because he respected the scam that Nick was running on the daddies of pretending that he was under some sort of weird spell or whatever. And then Nick and Freddie would have still tried to get away at some point, but you would have physically been with them, so you maybe would have been able to like stop them.
What's funny as like a DM thing is like, because definitely the moment you're like, you gotta go fight this guy, I think we were all like, oh, we don't want this, we want to do Battle of the Bands. But if you had said like, you can either do Battle of the Bands or go into Scam Likely's
Scam
riddle
Likely's-
dungeon. I would be like, I would have ran. I would have thrown the guitar on the floor and just like ran to this riddle dungeon in like a second. Like, screw the Battle of the Bands. I want to go to
I
riddle
would match
dungeon.
wits with Scam Likely.
We better do Scam Likely riddle
so
dungeon.
did you
at some
have-
point.
I
Did
feel
you
like
have-
that's still in your future.
Did you have riddles prepared?
Yes.
Oh my god.
my God.
I mean,
Okay.
there's a couple of riddles. I think, unfortunately, some of you have heard them already because I like just like said them off the cuff at my wedding when I was trying to like kill time before the ceremony. But yeah, I wrote a couple of riddles for a an ND. I'm under NBA, so I can't be more specific. I'm under NBA, so I can't be more specific of it.
Oh my
about it.
gosh.
But it's
Baller
basically
Quest.
a robot doll that like tells cute jokes and fun riddles to kids, and I wrote riddles for her.
You
that's
heard it.
cool.
Anthony wrote the new Child's Play.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just have to really quick say that riddles are the most scary things that like thrill me. Like I'm just so intimidated by doing riddles, but I'm just like, yes, more riddles.
Where there's a good lack of riddles in modern storytelling. It used to be like a
Not
lot
enough riddles anymore.
Yeah, like all these heroes would always go and be like, you kill 1,000 people and then like climb a mountain and then there's
What's
a
in
man
my
with
pocket?
riddles.
An old man with a riddle.
Yeah, Golem teaches Bilbo's got to solve riddles.
Yeah,
Need
and
some
the
more
riddle
What
reveals
has
something about your
three-
internal
Yeah, like that
strife.
should have been Thanos should have like given Captain America a riddle.
A real brain
I'm just
teaser.
saying, I miss riddles and stories. Anyways,
You can have one of these, the Mind Stone, if you answer this a riddle.
Captain America, here's a riddle. What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
let me think. Anyways,
Was that Will?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I would have bought Thor fucking up a riddle more than not being able to.
not hitting
Yeah,
his face.
Thor not being able to like cut
Other
good.
than literally half the universe disappearing because Thor missed his axe chop by
Or I would have
half
bought-
an inch.
Or I would have bought Thor like missing his axe chop because he's so frustrated. They can't solve a riddle.
The riddle,
They just
yeah.
like screw it, let's hit him. Anyways,
Then, like 2 years later, he's like, "Fuck! It's a person. They start on 4 legs."
It's man.
It's not a door when it's a jar. Fuck. Fuck.
oh, wind bites, the wind chill. I get shit. Yeah. All right.
So start a petition, redo Avengers Infinity
riddles.
War with riddles. Put it
Redo
right next
last
to the
week's
season.
Dungeons and Daddies
Yeah.
with the riddle
Last week's
dungeon.
Dungeons Daddies, Game of Thrones Season 8, and Infinity War. We'll all redo them.
Yeah. I will say, by the way, well, with regards to the Scam Likely bit, I think that was a good like last minute turn to still introduce him and still keep him in play. And I think we'll be seeing. Well, I mean, I assume we're seeing more Scam Likely.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to not
Overuse him.
oversaturate him. You
Yeah.
don't want him to be like the fucking where's the beef lady from the commercials. But yeah, every once in a while he'll show up.
Scam
Like, it's
li-
gonna be
although-
the Jack
let's-
Sparrow of the
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my
yeah.
gosh. Very
but
true.
let's be realistic. To tease our listening audience, the Scam Likely has already gotten blown out of the water by a new podcaster favorite Anthony
Oh.
character
Next-
who
Yes.
has yet to be revealed.
I don't know why
Yes.
you like him so
Next
much.
episode
He's
is
a,
by
he's
far
a
my
fucking
favorite.
nothing character.
No,
I
it's
do
so
not
good.
either.
I think he's gonna be a fan.
Oh, you don't
favorite.
like him either?
No, I love him.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Because it's
I
his
don't know why
voice.
you like him either.
It's what I can't say anything. It's just his voice, but also it's just enough
His
of a
Like
circumstances.
we
It's
know
just
him.
enough.
Like
Yeah,
somehow
yeah.
we
Yeah,
know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I care about him more than any other
The
person
more
on the podcast.
the more Anthony hates him, the more
Yeah,
we
that's
love
true.
him,
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Oh boy.
He's gonna be the one on the Iron Throne at the end of all this.
What I love about Scam Likely as a character, though, is that we would never even really know if it's Scam Likely.
That's true. That's true.
Now
Yeah,
here's a
scam
question.
like he's Kaiser Soze. There's
Yeah,
no way to be
exactly.
sure. It could be anyone. One of you could be scam like.
Oh
I'll
my
just send you.
gosh.
I'm gonna send Freddie a text like 3
You're
years into
scam
this. She'd be
likely
like,
now.
"You've always been scam like."
It's like, oh my god. Will, I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Because you know, to the detriment of the other dads in that moment at the end of the episode, you hang on. You answer the call right away, and you stay on hold and like kind of let him run his scam on you. Why the affinity to Scam Likely? Do you think Henry? Like, does Henry answer like scam calls back in the real world?
Henry's very gullible, I would say. And
Ah.
Henry is, like me, I think, puts on his best behavior when he's on customer support. Because like from Henry's perspective, it's like these people have a tough job. I don't want to be that guy that like they have it harder than I do. So I'm not gonna be the asshole. I'm gonna try to make. He's always like when they say like, "Hey, it's Kimberly," with customer support. He's like, "Hi, Kimberly." Like he says their name back to them. So
How you
like,
doing?
I think it's just instinct kicks in to just be patient when hold music is on.
He stays
So-
on the line the entire time. They're like, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" And you go, "No, absolutely not.
No,
done
you've
a
been
great.
great.
You've been
You've been
great."
fantastic.
So you fill out the survey at the end. Like, please hold for the survey.
I'm like so low key. This is a weird flex, but I am so polite to customer service people that I don't even put hold music on speakerphone.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'll just be like, what if they don't know why I'm away? Like, what if there's a gap between when I pick up the phone and when I turn off speakerphone and they don't understand?
And they immediately hang up. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, nobody said anything."
Yeah, no. So
Wow.
I just got it glued to the old earlobe.
I've been getting a lot more scam calls lately.
Oh God, it's
and-
me too. My phone
It's
blows up.
working.
Well, no, but here's the thing. So here's the thing that's really annoying though is I know exactly where they're coming from, and it's because years ago, have I told you guys this story about why I get all these scam calls? So so like my number, I still have like my old number from like Seattle. I have a 206 area code. And years ago, I started getting all of these calls for someone looking for Alexa. And I was like, it's not. But it was like stuff like, it's like, Alexa, you've won it. And it was like, telemarketers. It was just like a nonstop cavalcade. This was when we were in college. And at a certain point, I was just so frustrated. I'm like, who is this? Why did they keep calling my number? So I played along. Someone said like I wanted vacation. So one time I played along and I was just like, oh, excuse me, I don't remember what address.
Why did you just?
I don't know because it got to the point.
Alexa.
Well, no, because it got to
Guys,
that's the
his
thing.
voice changed. We
No,
can't
that's the
keep
point.
calling him. His voice changed.
No, but they don't care. Like I was like,
I know this.
I was
Is
just
why
messing.
his voice.
Well, no, because at a certain point I was just amusing myself. I was like, because it got to the point where I was like, I would
Life
be
is
like.
hard. You got to do something to make it
It was like it would be like an IMS, Matt, and then I would get a call and I'd be like, I got 20 minutes to kill. I'm just gonna string this guy along because I'm like whatever. I'm like so bored. But I got to the point where I was like, I don't remember what address I put down for the TV I won, and they're like, oh, it's this, and the guy gave me the address that whoever this was had put down. So I'm like, perfect, thank you, and then I hung up, and then I like reverse Google searched like phone number searched that address, and I was like, okay, it was a Seattle address. Nobody, just, and I was
And
like,
it was
okay,
your house.
but I got no, it wasn't. It was,
Oh, it was me
You were
the
Alexa the
whole
whole time.
It
The
was
call's
me,
coming
it was
from inside the
Alexa.
house.
So I called that number and I was like, hi, is Alexa there? A woman picked up and I was like, hi, is Alexa there? I'm like, this must be her. And then it was immediately, she was defensive. She was like, no, who is this? And I was like, all right, I'll just come clean. So I'm like, hey, my name is Freddie. I've gotten these calls and blah, 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 blah.
Maybe you've heard of me.
This is before all
Freddie
of
Wong,
before
Junior
all
High
that.
School.
No, this is before the Guitar Hero days. This is my telemarketing scam days. So I explained the whole situation, how I was getting all these calls, and then the woman on the other line was like, "I am so sorry," because she was like, "What's your number?" And I told her what my cell phone number was, and she's like, "I am so sorry." I'm like, well, so what is this? And she goes, "Alexa's my daughter."
Yeah.
Her phone number is, and the number was basically two numbers flipped, right? So if it was like, if my last four digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, hers was 1, 3, 2, 4.
Sure.
So she had at some point just been filling out this stuff thinking she could win shit.
Oh.
And then like put my number down, which means it put me into this system. And once you get in, once you're like a number for a mark, you never get out. So even to this day, by the way, if I get a call from a 206 number, 99% of the time, and it's a number I don't recognize, and I pick up, and it's like, hey, is Alexa there? I'm like, no, you got the wrong number. It's this. And I will redirect her calls for
Oh
her.
my
How old was
gosh.
the daughter?
She was, from what her mom said, she was like a teenage kid.
You should have
Then
messed with her.
why? Yeah, wait. Why? Like,
You should've
I
showed
would
up
be
like,
really
where the
mad
fuck's
if
my
I.
TV? I want a TV, and I said, went to your house. Where is it?
So the point is, like, after all of that, I was like, all right, fine. Like, and so she's like, I'm gonna have a stern talking to my daughter, and so
About the man whose life she's ruined.
but then so it stopped. But then it's like clearly she hasn't learned her lesson because I'm getting more calls for Alexa now. So it's like, again, welcome.
Alexa, if you're listening,
Please stop putting
Recording
my
us.
fucking
Stop
number.
recording.
Yeah.
The weather is.
Anyway, so that's my telemarketer story and like my ongoing. This
You're-
is like a decade long story that's just been going along. Like one day I feel like I'm gonna go back home
Feels
to
like it's been
Seattle.
a decade.
yeah,
right?
Tara, tell me about
Wow.
I'm gonna go get some water.
Damn.
it. Matt said it, not me.
Damn.
thinking it.
I thought this was a safe space, guys.
I'm sorry, Freddie. It was just sitting there.
So hold on, let's see here.
So we're firing Matt from the podcast. If, anyone listening, we need a new Daryl Wilson.
Anything about the episode? Anything else about the episode you guys want?
I would like to give some insight into what was going through my mind during the episode, and just to compliment you, Freddie, or like us at large, really. I was listening to this episode, and I was like, "This is so good! I fucking love this episode." I'm a big fan of ourselves. But while we were playing, specifically at the point where I rolled and like tied myself up, I was like, this isn't going well. This episode, I was like, this episode isn't going well.
That's how I felt too.
Absolutely. The entire time I was like, this is the worst episode we've ever done.
I knew we were in the zone. We were right where I wanted
I
to
was
be.
like,
I
this
also thought
is-
that about last week's episode. I was like, this is terrible. And you guys were like, that was great. I was like, I don't know what's good anymore.
I was
Well, it's
really
so hard to tell in the middle of it because it's like anything can go in any direction. It's not even like improv where you're like, cool, I feel out where the scene is and I can have a beginning, middle, end. Like,
we also don't have an audience reaction like in improv, so it's weird because like I'm just trying to play Dungeons and Dragons, but then I can't help but like think like, ooh, how's this gonna edit and sound to our audience?
Right.
Which then is like a weird kind of headspace to be in when I'm trying to just focus on. Because I was gonna thought you were gonna say there's moments when like I'm playing where like I just forget that we're recording. I'm just like I gotta make sure I gotta make sure Glenn's not fucking this up and ruining his son. Like I go, we gotta stop this thing. You know. So
Meanwhile, there's moments when we're playing where there's moments where we're recording that I forget that we're playing.
yes,
And I'm just
absolutely,
like,
that goes too. Has it been funny in 10 minutes? We got to be funny, everybody.
We got to do some funny. I was very happy that we wound up in this seduction zone area, and then like as it was just going weirder, I was just having a blast recording that. I thought that was like a very fun turn for the story.
But again, like from a structural standpoint, it's really hard in the middle of the episode to tell like where you are even
Oh,
in the
yeah,
episode,
yeah,
right? Because
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
because in my head I was like, oh, when you guys were doing that, and you're like, okay, you guys are gonna do bad. I'm like, this feels like that's it. It's just gonna end with you guys doing badly, so it's not really much of an ending. But you know what I mean? So it's like it's weird. You kind of have to like feel it out as you're going.
It always to me the podcast at its best are these moments when we all decide to go try to do something, and it feels like 4 kids stacked up in a trench coat. And like that's, or like I always think of Octodad, like the game where you're trying to do like a normal mundane basic thing but with flailing octopus arms, and like that to me is where I'm like, once we get into a situation where like we get there and then we're all out of our depth and we immediately have to do a dad huddle, I'm like, okay, this is gonna go well.
Which we were talking about because I was a little concerned that like we haven't done combat, and it's one of those things we were concerned about. I remember being like, oh, we don't want to do combat, but weirdly when I think about all the biggest moments, even the singing was like a combat. I actually think like, again, the dice rolling and that stuff actually kind of liberates you in terms of like,
I would
kind
say
of doing what like kind of having something to do, as opposed to like every once in a while I feel like we're in a situation where it's like, oh, we just are all just talking about stuff.
Yeah. The thing about
Anthony, make me roll a dice so I don't have to think anymore. The dice can tell me what to do.
because even the pyramid was in the middle of combat. Right?
Yeah, that was basically you guys have made it. One of the things about, I've read a lot of articles about like how to be a good DM, and one of them is like listen to your players and sort of feel out what things they seem to respond best to, and you seem to respond best to anything that's not combat. So basically, what I try to do now is make combat feel like it's a punishment for if you can't outthink or outfuck your way through the situation, then I guess you have to beat up on orcs for an hour.
Well, you know what the tough thing is like if Daryl was just a barbarian, like I would like if I was playing Daryl as a barbarian, I would just fight. But like I can't help but be like he's a dad. He's like a dad. Like he's not gonna go axe even like an orc or something.
Yeah,
well, he's not gonna murder people.
Well, I think part of the reason why I wanted to do like the nunchucks was so that even combat has like a little mini thing in it, like because I think that at D&D in terms of listening to it at its most boring is just combat roll, here's a number, you do X damage, and it's like okay, well, 46, so that's and you're like adding it up and just like it's fine, like it's, but to me that's like just from a listening standpoint I feel like that's boring. So then to me having even having our weapons be not just normal weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like Matt, like because I remember I think even our first fight in episode 1 was all about trying to come up with different ways, like any way that you can get to just not a straight regular combat roll. I think it's just more interesting, and also I think speaks to the kind of like we're not willing to get into those kinds of fights. We're more going to be like, I'm going to take this thing and run someone down type of.
I'd be curious to see. Go ahead.
Oh, I like hearing. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, okay. So, what I like about not doing or doing this sort of like combat adjacent thing is that for us, it allows me to like get in the headspace of everyone who is fighting and like why they want to do this sort of thing, because I think we like take time aside to be like, okay, so this is the goofy thing that I want to do instead of fighting. So.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because as a DM, I don't know, it just feels like one of those things that, because I mean I love the Adventure Zone, but definitely the episodes that dragged me was like when it was just a bunch of combat. But it feels like, I don't know, the thing that's worse to me is when you roll and it's like, okay, you did 4 damage. And it just feels like a sponge. Like you're like, okay, the next I'm gonna do 4. Like it feels like even if you don't, it should always be binary. Like if it's kill, and if you don't kill a thing,
it's like
it should drastically change the story.
Yeah, it alters their.
And I feel like
thing.
you always do a good job with that, because I can't think of a person that we ever like hit multiple times. It was like people got wounded, but then they were like on the top of a car, or like they like turned around and like smoke came out, which is always fun. I hate bullet sponges essentially in Dungeons
Well,
and Dragons.
actually, Daniel Raymundo in the comments just pointed this out. Like the cutting both the ears off of the guy is like a good example of like using flavor in the D&D
Yes.
mechanic to play into the scene of what's going on in the drama, that he gets his ear sliced off
Yes.
accidentally, and then on the next nat one, it's not just some like, oh, you miss, you know, it's
Yeah.
like you
you did
flavor
4
it.
damage, and he's got more damage, and we'll see how many dice rolls it takes.
But
to
see,
hit
in,
him.
that, and in that case, also that influenced the character you were fighting to be like, I don't want to do
Exactly.
this because I screwed up twice so badly and I hurt my friend, right? So there's like a through line emotionally that you can track with even the enemies.
No, I guess that wasn't a question more than just, I think you do a good job DMing.
Hi,
That's me.
I
kind
don't
of
really
it.
have a
Have a
question.
question?
but
It's
more of a
It's more of a
comment.
comment.
I have
big
a,
fan
I
of
have a
yours.
podcast
Screenplay.
I feel like some people should listen to.
I'm an aspiring filmmaker.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice?
You guys suck. That's who I am. At every Q&A, I have
You're
an
no.
A.
No.
I have
No,
an
there's
A.
no way you do that.
No, I've never been to a Q&A in my life.
There's
Oh, they're
nothing
so
I
bad.
hate more than a Q&A. They make
Yeah,
me crawl.
because it's never that.
Yeah.
It's
I
never
love
fucking that.
Q&As. Just
Oh,
watching
you've
they're
never been to
so
one.
bad.
I like watching them on YouTube in Hall H in Comic Con, the
Comic
Comic
Sans.
Con, and I like listening to every single question from every biggest fan, and then just cringing slowly into my couch.
My favorite one is when they just like try to show how smart they are for
Oh,
interpreting your
God.
story, and then go like, "Is that right?" Like, what do you
Oh.
like? You ask
Yeah.
the artist,
Was
like,
I right?
Yeah. Did I
I'd be
do
like,
it? Did I do
yes.
it good?
Did I tell you the worst one I've ever seen? Which was I
No.
went to a Q&A with the guy who directed The Act of Killing, which is like
Oh
a
no!
really
no.
intense, a great documentary by
I
the
love
way.
that documentary.
A
I mean, I don't.
fantastic, fantastic
It's a great
documentary.
I don't love
It
it.
is an
Total
intense-
laundry
but
folder.
it's
I
an
know what you mean, man. I just put it on and run around the house.
But it's an intense
Just white noise.
documentary where I think Joshua Oppenheimer's the guy's name, and he had like found a guy who had committed atrocities and interviewed him and really like dug into this guy and was talking about how it's like, yeah, the government has covered up a lot of this bad stuff that happened during this time period. And the guy in the thing was literally like, so I've been to that country, Indonesia. I've been there. And I don't think it's like that at all. And I was like, "What? Really? You're gonna?" And then he was like, "I just don't think this was accurate at all." And then Jonathan was like on Skype, and he's like, I mean,
All right.
okay, my documentary I think speaks for itself, and the interviews we got speaks for itself." So, and the guy was just like, I was like, "This fucking dude." It was so bad. Anyway,
Gross.
so talking about DMing, this actually we'll transition over to our viewer questions. Our page.
Our Q&A. Our Q&A will commence
Yes.
now.
Okay, hold on. Speaking of DMing, I want to pull into listener questions now. We had one from Keldon Literal who asks, and this one's for you, Anthony. I'm actually about to start playing in a new campaign. My question is, how do you balance the fun and ridiculous stuff and actually doing the correct logical things when playing? Or do you just say, screw it, and try to do the most fun thing and hope it works out?
If you're DMing, you have a very weird job, which is that you want to have everybody have the most fun, but you also need actually. It's kind of like no, it's not. I don't know. I was gonna say it's like being a dad, but I have no idea what that's like. You basically have to make sure that your players think that you wield the authority to make bad things happen to them if they make stupid decisions. Because there's nothing less fun than a DM who feels like literally everything goes. Because then people are just being like, "Well, I pull the machine gun out of my butt," and then you're not actually playing. You're not doing anything. There's no constraints to your imaginary sort of experience you're having. So it's a weird thing of like, make sure that when somebody comes up with something that's really, really clever and feels like it's playing within the bounds of what you've tried to accomplish. For example, you guys have a van, you guys have drugs, ergo you should be able to use the exhaust to like smoke something out. Just be good at recognizing good ideas and be clear about the kind of stuff that you want to encourage with saying, okay, yes, you can do that, or okay, you'll get a bonus to that kind of activity. Because the best way to sort of teach your players what kind of play you're going to find interesting and encourage, and then basically encourage them to do more of that kind of stuff and be reactive to you, is to just literally reward it with mechanical stuff like advantage or
Yeah,
plus
5e is
damage.
really good about that. It's
Yeah.
like you can just at any point just throw in like, oh, cool, this will give you advantage, and that's just
Yeah.
like a really quick,
It
easy
sounds
way.
like training a dog.
It kind of is. I
You
mean,
want
clicker
Anthony has a
training.
clicker. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, and then he'll give us a little treat. You
yeah,
know,
and the inverse works as well.
Quick question, Anthony.
Yeah.
I've been a DM, and it's nothing like
yeah,
that.
exactly. more of a comment than
I've
a
been in
question.
DM in Indonesia.
Just what do you think about that?
So another question here from Nigel Bridgman. Was there any discussion about any of the dads changing to a fantasy non-human race when arriving in the Forgotten Realms? And I guess this kind of gets to some of the questions just like early on, how do we decide on stuff? And I think, if I remember, the guidelines we had were pretty loose. It was like, go for it, find a thing that works, but you're still canonically a dad. Because I know,
Yeah.
Beth, you're not a human in
Technically,
terms of
she's
your
a tiefling.
yeah, in terms of what you're in terms of what
They
you're
know.
in terms of like the stuff you're playing, because you have like some stuff that like because some people were asking like, oh, how could she have this sort of skill?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically because I didn't know anything about D&D. Is that I didn't know, like, I basically went to BuzzFeed and I knew what Ron was like character wise in my head, and so then I took a BuzzFeed quiz of like what class and race I would be.
Oh, interesting.
And then that's how I
Very
came
cool.
across like Tiefling Rogue and
yeah, because I was saying
You
that-
heard it here first. Tieflings are the most Ron Stampler of the D&D
of
races.
course.
well, because like it's really funny because you if you read the tiefling like race details on the official D&D thing, but you replace it with stepdads, it completely changes. Like, so for example, just to give you an example, to be greeted with stares and whispers, to suffer violence and insult on the street, to see mistrust and fear in every eye. This is the lot of the stepdad. And to twist the knife, stepdads know that this is because a pact struck generations ago. Infuse
so
the
good.
essence of Asmodeus, overlord of the Nine Hells, into their bloodline.
That's good as fuck.
Their appearance and their nature are not their fault, but the result of an ancient sin for which they and their children and their children's children will always be held accountable.
They
Hilarious.
and their
Holy shit.
stepchildren
Oh my gosh.
and their stepchildren's children.
Like, hilarious,
Stepchildren,
right?
That's
stepchildren.
fucking funny.
Very good.
Yeah, I had no idea that you couldn't be that conveniently. I had no idea
But I
that it
think
was
that
like a
But I think that
I
was
think
a-
we were all.
departure.
I think when we started, we were all different races just for stats and stuff. Like,
Yeah, just to be
it was-
like-
I don't think we ever thought, like, because I don't know. It seems like if we appeared and all of a sudden one of us was a different race, like you get some humor of like, oh no, I'm different, but like it would kind of get rid
I
of
have
the
a
conceit.
wood elf dick now.
Yeah, I have a wood elf dick.
It's way more funny for Henry to be a normal human who goes, I can do druid stuff and be because then you have
Yeah.
like the straight man funny thing. It's
Yeah,
fish out of
yeah,
water.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's just you're just.
I
a
will
fish.
say, I think Henry Oak is spec'd as a wood elf. Like, I
Oh,
think that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
race I picked,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like he's got. So if he has night vision, might come up at some point.
Yeah.
There's some weird
and
wood
I
elf
think
stuff.
the thing that
That's
we
all
encouraged-
because Henry eats carrots.
Yeah, the thing that we wanted to encourage was basically, or he spent enough time camping. Like each one of these things that are like race traits in D&D to try and tie that back to an
Yeah.
existing
To the dad
thing.
trait,
Like a
yeah.
lot of like you'll hear when I talk about Glenn in terms of a lot of the stuff. Like I forget one of them. It's like it allows him to like assume a more like handsome appearance. I'm like, oh yeah, that's just like on stage rock star persona. That is 100%.
Oh
what
yeah,
he's
your
picking.
healing
I
word
had
was like
no
a fist bump or
idea-
whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm dwarfed. So I think that's where I get brewing and stuff. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
Oh,
buffer
interesting,
and things.
interesting.
I had no idea that like when the idea for the podcast was presented to me, I had no idea that we would be anything other than like just dads. Which is why I thought it was enough of a departure to be like, I want to be a stepfather.
Okay, and then we'll do one more question.
Oh,
here.
I have a question. It's very
Oh, sure.
quick, and then we can get to your question just from the comments. Jimmy Sheftick asked, "Man, Will's seduction/bluff was too good. Does he have experience?" And I want to say that no, I do not.
I mean, you are married. It worked at least
Yeah.
once.
It did, yes. I have. What is it in the in Aliens where the lieutenant's like, I have over 4,000 drop missions in the simulator.
How many real? Two,
Two.
including this one.
including this one.
I will do one more question here. This one from Evan Martin. What are the other D&D class/dad archetypes? We've alluded to this, that like they seem to pair up pretty well. He personally likes the artificer as shop dad or hobby papa.
Ooh,
Hobby Papa.
Hobby
Holy
Papa.
shit, we have to have a Hobby
Hobba
Papa.
Papa.
If we ever
Oh
had to
my
do a
God.
different dad at some point, I would be a hobby papa.
And I mean,
dad.
at some point, you can always multi-class. I think in
Yeah.
D&D.
I've
No,
al-
but there wouldn't be a hobby papa is a very different sort of dad than any of the dads here.
I definitely was in my head. I definitely was between Bard dad and the other one I was playing around was the idea of cop dad as doing like a
Cop
paladin.
dad's
Oh my
pretty
gosh,
good.
because
that's really
because the
good.
joke
Yeah.
would be cop dad's very law and order like paladin, right?
Yeah.
Like very intensely like order. And also one of the things that I would have as a weapon is a Glock with one magazine, with the joke being it's like, yes, a gun is the most powerful thing, but I would only have 17 bullets in it, and that's it for the entire campaign. So then it can be, I thought it'd be interesting to be like, ooh, it'd be interesting to be like, this weapon is really powerful. but
Chekhov's clock.
Chekhov's clock,
Chekhov's
basically.
clock.
Right?
Before I did Daryl, I was essentially just gonna do Tim Allen from Home Improvement.
Oh my gosh.
and like you wouldn't know at first. Yeah,
Tool
it was gonna be
Dad.
Tool Dad, and like it would be after a while they'd be like, wait a second, is this just Tim Allen from Home Improvement?
You know, people.
But yeah, Car Dad and
People have thrown out Grill Dad. I want to throw out Pizza Dad.
Pizza
Oh,
Dad.
What's
pizza
Pizza
dad.
Dad?
Pizza Dad's like he's really into pizza. Like he has like a.
It's just
a
Will.
It's just me. like a wood-fired oven at
like
home.
his
Do you know
built-in
what I mean?
oven.
Like
So it's like a dwarf, right? Like a smelter. He's
but
like,
like
oh
a
my gosh.
like
The
a chef
forages.
dad.
When
you know?
say Pizza Dad, I just thought of it as like just a really basic dad that just has like a normal 9-to-5 job, and he just always brings home pizza. Like the kids come home, and
Yeah.
it's like pizza kids, and like they have friends over. It's like, hey everybody, you want some pizza? Like it's like a cool dad.
My
Pizza
only
Dad.
other idea was to do like an aristocrat British dad that was never around.
Oh, Rich Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rich dad.
Rich dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rich
Rich
absent
dad.
dad. Like you don't see his face ever. You just see like the kid as his head gets pet. like
It's fucking Ron Williams' dad from Jumanji.
If we
exactly. Yeah.
If we ever do Rich Dad, we have to. Freddie and I always have this running joke of like, what is the son of the CEO of Funko Pop
Yes.
get for Christmas? Or like that, like you know that fucking kid just gets Funko Pops out the waz from his.
He's like, thanks, Dad. Another
Another one,
Funko
huh?
Pop.
Great.
He gets called
Another
a Funko
ugly thing
Punk.
that has big stupid eyes that's not actually cute, huh?
Oh, son, did you really look at this one?
This
It's-
one's
it's
from
you.
The Walking Dead.
It's you. I made a
Yeah.
Funko Pop of you, my
It looks
boy.
like every other fucking Funko Pop. They all look the
But, like, I could
goddamn
see-
same.
I could see like Dadtrepreneur. Like
Dadtrepreneur.
we don't really have a business dad.
Yeah, business. Well,
Business
Ron
dad's
is like
good.
bad business dad, I
Yeah.
guess, right?
Yeah.
Ron's hustle dad.
There's like
Hustle dad.
there's inventor dad. Like
Oh,
the-
like Stu Pickles.
Yeah.
Tink-
Oh,
Tink-
shit.
Yes.
That's good.
Tinkerer dad.
Yeah.
Tinker
yeah,
Tailor
yeah.
Soldier Dad.
Dad. That's fucking
I
good.
still think it'd be fun to do like a time travel episode or something where we all play our dads, like before they have us or
wow.
right as they have us, so we can be our dads.
What about like apologetic dad? Like wasn't
Canadian
like,
dad?
like or like this says a lot about me, but like dad was absent and then returned and then like
The
like,
prodigal dad.
The prodigal dad
Dad.
who's just like, "Oh man, I know I wasn't around much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you want anything?
That's
anything
basically
at all?"
Glenn.
Daniel Raimundo notes, yoga dad would be like a monk. Like
Oh,
totally.
that's
like,
good.
yeah.
That's very
Yoga
good.
dad, right? Like hippy dippy yoga,
Yoga
dad.
dad.
Yoga dad. All right.
All right.
I think that's gonna do it for us. How do we close these out again? I don't even remember. This is only our second one.
I think the second one you just asked me to say something funny, but canonically this is now the second one.
Oh,
So
okay.
who
Oh,
knows?
man.
Time travel.
Is it like a
Dad to the
hand
future.
gesture? Oh, I like dad to the future.
I think
Dad
it's what I said
gesture
last
is a
time.
We're
great way
gonna-
to end a
Yeah,
podcast.
what's a dad gesture? What's a physical dad gesture? All right, everybody listen
And
for
that-
best dad gesture.
Listen for my gesture. And that was talking dad.
A lot of head bobbing.
We're
on
gonna
that one.
talk your dad. We're gonna call your father after this. You are in
That's good.
trouble.
All right.
All right. Okay. So
Man,
okay.
Bim Bam's still the best dad-related sign-off
Oh,
in human
yeah.
history.
Oh yeah, yeah, fantastic.
Never top that.
Oh yeah, the best. All right. Okay, so we have. If you guys want to take a quick second here to just if you want to take a break, get water, go to the bathroom, what have you, because I guess we'll go right into part 2 here.
The dose.
Yeah. All right.
Are we live streaming this? Anthony, you tell us.
I think you can.
Okay.
Can I press play?
Just don't look at the
Comments?
yeah, because they might like
My
Hint
computer's
at
gonna
stuff.
die. Okay.
They
Okay.
might hint at stuff.
yeah, like there'll be like maybe
That's fine.
puzzles
That's fine.
or
We will
whatever.
not. We will not look
Yeah.
at comments.
Not
Yeah.
looking at comments.
All right, folks. We are not going to look at
Okay,
the
the
comments
reason I was
here.
wondering about live stream, I was gonna wear a BDSM outfit for this.
Oh my god! I got the leather in the back.
We're not live streaming it.
No, you
In fact, the podcast is canceled.
canceled.
God.
Thanks for the Patreon money.
Thanks for the Patreon money and the mental image, Matt.
You're welcome.
Does that outfit have a ball gag? Can you put it in immediately?
It does, but it's not. It doesn't go where you think it goes.
It does now.
This is gonna be a fun episode.
All right. Do we feel ready for this mentally, physically?
Ready as I will ever be.
Anthony, since this is your thing, I'll let you come into it.
Sorry, I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot of like not cool laughter from me.
That's
Not
fine.
cool after from you.
Yeah, like it's your thing. Like I will titter a lot.
You were so busy laughing at "It's Your Thing" you didn't notice him say "Come into it" or
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, hold on a second.
So-
Let me just. Or Recording? Yep.
Record.
All right. And cool.
So, welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, a BDSM podcast.
Yes.
This episode canonically takes place after. Actually, it's where we are right now in the story. Sorry. So this episode canonically takes place after the UFC fight when Nick disappears. So this is actually canonically the next thing that will happen.
Oh,
Is this
okay.
spoilers for the audience?
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's,
Okay.
They don't know what
It's a
that
few little things.
Spoilers, guys. There's
Sorry.
some. Yeah,
They don't know what UFC means though.
No, they
that's
don't.
true.
Yeah.
Very cryptic.
My bad. My
Okay.
bad. I forgot we were still streaming. There's only so many things my brain can hold, and right now it's a lot of sex stuff.
Nice.
Oh man.
So
Here,
we
just go ahead and just give me this. You can just say this place. This takes canonically after episode 10.
This takes place. This episode takes place canonically right after episode 10. So we are going to sort of fade in on the Honda Odyssey on its way to wherever the hell. Maybe parts unknown. You guys are going to decide whether you're going for Ron's kid or Daryl's kid next.
We're definitely going for Ron's. Because, again, I don't want to eat my kid's skin.
All right. The new NPC that you picked up is in the back, sleeping peacefully. He's not gonna.
Aw.
He's not gonna say anything in this
Can we-
episode.
Can we wake him up?
Can I say hi?
At this point, we're just playing a cruel joke on the people who paid to listen to this podcast.
Hold on.
Okay,
so just to be clear, though, just to pause for 1 second. So this is going to take place. So then, when we do the actual episode, then how
It'll be after this.
after
This is going to be a very side episode that's not going to have any long-term ramifications other than some items you guys will get.
okay. Okay, and then do you have a plan then how to explain that when we get the items in the actual feed?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going to go like, that one you got from the BDSM club
That you can buy.
That you can buy. That you can, if you want to know how we got this, give us money.
Yeah,
You can listen to it
okay,
on
okay,
Patreon.
alright.
It's like in Calvin and Hobbes when he obliquely refers to the noodle incident.
Yeah, this
You
will
know
be
what I mean?
okay.
Yeah, it's like the noodle.
And they
incident.
talk about.
If
they
you
talk
could
about
pay
the
Bill
live
Watterson
show.
to see the noodle incident.
Yeah, and they talk about the live shows on.
Okay.
on
All right.
Adventure
I
Zone
get it.
sometimes,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry. So I'll just back you up. Just go ahead and just give me that description again in terms of
I can't remember what I was saying before you.
just.
Freddie, I wanna
we're in the
play
car.
Dungeons
All right, let's
and
go, let's go. We're in the car.
Dragons.
We're in the car.
Okay, so you're in the car on your way to go to Rockport, where Ron's stepson is, and the new person you've sort of absorbed into your merry gang of weirdos is in the back, asleep and adorable.
What's his name again?
His name is Payson.
Payson? I thought it was paid in.
It's paid in.
Oh, it's Payton.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Aw, look at Payne back there, guys.
Shh,
I miss.
Don't wake him up.
Oh,
Don't wake him up.
I miss my kid, guys.
Yeah, it's nice to have a kid on the adventure
I
with us.
know.
That
Let's
doesn't-
keep this one.
Yeah.
we
should
want to keep all of them, Ron.
Oh, I like this one though.
Is there a kid you didn't keep?
Well, I mean, Terry. I have no idea where Terry is.
That's true. I guess I didn't keep Grant
Well,
either.
We do have an idea where Terry is.
I have no idea.
Well, we're keeping Payton safe. That's for sure.
Okay, well, Payton's safe. Well, I think we should go after Terry Jr. next.
Yeah.
Where's Terry Jr. again? What does it say on the old list?
Lizzie scales me stuff and pulls out the list, and he goes, Terry Jr. is in Rockport, and as he's about to say Rockport,
Rockaport.
Rockaport. Somebody runs out into the trail in front of you.
I accelerate. No. I slam on the brakes.
Episode over.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, they die, and an identical person also runs out and goes, "You killed my twin sister."
No, I slam on the brakes.
So you slam on the brakes, and as the dust clears, you see that it is a 6 foot tall, very jacked woman with like thigh high leather boots, and she goes, "Hey, hold up! I need help, real quick. Can you help me out with
Whoa.
something?"
I roll down the window. Daryl Wilson, nice to meet you. What's your
Oh.
name, ma'am?
Oh, it's a machine with a person in it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so long story
I
short,
still have my hand out.
yeah, she comes by and like smacks it, like a high five kind of.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, very badly.
Okay. Ow, I'm impressed.
Yay! Am I getting this right? It hurts. Yay!
Nice.
And she goes, okay, so long story short, I gotta get to Waterdeep to get some shit done. The new client, sort of an emergency. I got a sparrow, and she's holding one in her hand, and it's like all crushed. It's not like dead. No, it's not dead. It's just like she's like squeezed onto it.
Client, you sound like a business woman.
I am. I own my own business, actually. Thank you. So if you could just do me a solid, I don't know who you are, but I feel like I'm getting a good energy from you. I'm getting a good consensual but weird but kind of dangerous energy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
That
what I
about
need
sums it up.
Yo, she really hit the nail on the head there. I
Yeah.
gotta say, I'm pretty impressed.
I'm very good at my job because I'm very good at sort of reading signals and getting the vibe of people very
Okay.
quickly and non-verbally.
Consensual but weird is a pretty
Now-
good shirt.
Hi, Henry Oak
Hey, what's up?
in the back here
up?
with my hand raised. So we
We all keep it down, paid and sleeping.
Oh, sorry. Hey, it's me, Henry Oak, in the back. We do have a child sleeping in the back seat, so we're
the
gonna
sound of him snoring.
we're gonna keep this quiet. Are you? I only ask this question because we've been on a lot of adventures and we met a lot of. We're not from around here. Morality seems to be on a different sort of axis than where we're from. So I do kind of have to ask what your business is in Waterdeep because like
BDSM
what now is that? Does that mean what does that mean in this world?
means bondage, domination, sadism, and masochism.
Okay.
What are those last
What a
two words?
coincidence! That's what it means in our world. I mean, in the town that we're from.
Great, good. Yeah, I mean it should. What else would it mean?
Sorry, still confused here. What does she do, guys?
Why don't you ask her?
What is that? Sorry,
I don't
say
want to
that-
misrepresent the subculture.
Oh yeah, what do you do, ma'am?
Generally, people will pay me money to enact certain fantasies.
Like Lord of the Rings?
So there are people who do that. I don't specialize in that. I specialize in the aforementioned B, D, S, and M:
Which are
bondage, domination, sadism, and masochism.
referring to
You gotta pay extra for rings.
Bondage, as in like tying somebody up or restraining them in some way.
like torture?
No, consensual torture. Like imagine. Okay, so you're maybe not you. Maybe the other
We
three
get
of you.
it, we
I
get
feel
it.
like the other three of you might be.
Daryl,
good for
she's cool.
Okay.
It's good. I'm fine. We're
It's a
good.
sex thing.
You don't have to have sex with
I
anybody.
rolled
You
the
don't
window.
have to-
I
don't
rolled
have
the
to have
window.
sex-
I'm rolling
Oh
out
my
the
God.
window.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna flag down the next
Wait,
behemoth
we'll
little guys
be
that
right
comes in.
with you. We'll be right with you. What's up?
What?
Do you want to call it dad huddle?
Yeah, dad huddle. I guess.
Okay.
Don't get too close though.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
What is?
We have seatbelts on.
Why do I not have to get too close to?
What is-
Or do you, okay.
Can you just explain to me?
All right. I'm gonna
What is it about? This is a sex thing.
Yeah, so I watched an episode of the HBO show Real Sex at one point that talked about this. It was on, I was scanning through the channels, and I read an article or two on Vice and the, various magazines. BuzzFeed. There were some GIFs that were very informative.
His
So,
name is Payton, you dinguses.
Peyton, that's what we said. You said Payson.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah. Point of order.
I am the dingus.
It is I, the dingus.
Okay,
Sorry, go ahead, back up a little
so
bit.
it's, for some people in the bedroom, they like to be tied up or, told what to do or, spanked or they like to do the spanking. And so there are certain professionals that do this sort of thing.
Facilitate this.
They
and it's
facilitate this, and it's very cool and consensual. Glenn, I'm not trying to stereotype, but I feel as the rocker of the group, you
Hey
probably...
man, yeah, you got all types out there. I think what's important to understand is that human sexuality exists on a spectrum, and I think it's important to be open-minded with regards to what people are into. And again, as long as it's consensual, which is a very important foundational tenet of the BDSM community, it's all good, man.
Okay, so she people have sex.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but it's in the realm of...
All right.
Yeah, I feel like maybe saying...
Look, I have a kid. I know what I'm talking. I get it. Okay, I get it. I was a little confused. I wrote down
I
the
got a
window.
little nut boy myself.
I rolled down the window.
Hey guys, don't worry, I got nut spawn.
I got fermented nut running around.
Oh my god.
Sorry, ma'am. Yeah, we can help, right, guys?
Yeah, come on in.
Perfect. Awesome. Come on in. I'm not coming into your van. No, I'm walking.
Oh, what did you need our help for?
I need you. So my dungeon, it's a little understaffed. I was the only one who came in today, but I just got this emergency sparrow about my client in Waterdeep. So I kind of need someone to fill in for me really quick. Can you do that?
I roll up the window.
You got me.
I rolled down the window. Yes, sure thing.
Perfect. Awesome. So she leans over to you.
It's
and
like
she
compensation.
She has 5
No
strips
way.
of paper in her hand, and she goes, "Okay, so there's 4 clients in there. I'm gonna give you these pieces of paper.
Oh my god.
There is the safe words written on here." On one of them, and the other 4 are the specific kinks that those patrons have, along with a complete explanation of like how they work and what you need to do. Okay.
How will we know the difference?
Yeah. No. Here you go. Bye.
Are we getting
And
paid for
she's-
this?
Yeah, absolutely. If I come back, if the clients are happy. No, when I come back. Sorry. If the clients are happy, when I come back, I will give you some cool items for every client that you entertained, that you satisfied.
Do you have any business
there like a-
cards?
Yeah. And she reaches into her bustier and pulls out like a fucking razor, like sharp business card that is very similar to yours actually, because that's your weapon, right? So like you find it very relatable. And she sort of hands.
What's
it to
her
you.
name? What does it say, Ron?
It says
Anthony is giving Beth the. I'm waiting.
What does it say, Beth?
it says Mistress Hardball Cough Drop.
Hardball cough drop.
That's me. Hardball cough drop. Some people call me coffee. Some people call me hardball. Some people just call me ball.
I'm gonna call you Droppy.
So quick
Miss
question.
Hardball, cough drop. I just want to look, Ron. I'm not gonna make any judgments, Glenn. But I don't believe in this whole what happens in Forgotten Realms stays. I'm not gonna cheat on my wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, of
That's
course.
don't worry about
Again, you don't have to have sex with anybody.
Yeah, you established the boundary.
Okay, because you said sex.
No,
it. Yeah, I mischaracterized.
Okay.
There are erotic thrills to be had. It does not necessarily mandate sex. Remember, keep it safe, keep it consensual, and remember the safe word. I'm out.
Hey,
And
wait,
she-
quick question.
What?
Is there a Yelp in this universe? Like, do we have to worry about like
The
negative
ability to
Yelp?
yell?
Yelp reviews, like bad reviews?
Like, like that?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
will be a lot of yelping if you do your job right.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Daryl, if you want to call Carol and just clear the runway,
Yeah.
we're totally open to that.
I think that's a good idea. Do you guys mind if I just?
Yeah,
call
go
Carol?
ahead.
Yeah,
Go
go-
ahead and call Carol.
You know the best
Yeah.
part about this is because this is on a van, the Bluetooth would totally pick up on his phone, so it'd be it would
mean,
just be broadcast to the whole car.
I mean, I could take it off speakerphone, unlike
It's
you
his
do,
van.
Freddie.
just saying.
Dad's only use speakerphone.
All right, I take out my phone. Do I need to roll to see if my battery dies?
But with advantage.
Okay, good thing we have advantage. 15.
Okay, you're fine.
All right, I call Carol.
Did you find him yet?
Hey, Carol, how's it going, my dear?
Did you find him yet?
So we are actually we
Where's
found
Grant?
we found Glenn, we found Nick, and we're on our way to Grant. We know where he is. There's a little detour we have to make, honey.
A detour. I called the cops. They can't find the van. You guys just disappeared. Where did you take them?
We're in some new world, and there's
Oh
this
my
lady that needs
God.
our help. And
Oh my
honey, do you know
Darnell?
what Darnell?
Oh, Darnell. Why?
Is Darnell there?
Yes.
Okay.
He went with me to the cops because you weren't here to be with me.
Actually, this is. Can you put Darnell on the phone?
Yes.
Okay. Can I talk to Darnell? Darnell, is this you?
He handed the phone back to me. He doesn't want to talk to you. Frankly, I don't either.
Brilliant.
Okay, just really, honey. Do you know BDSM? I've heard it's not
Stop.
a sex.
Stop. I want a divorce.
Oh my god.
I hang up the
Hey,
phone. I just hang up the phone.
Henry, Daryl, how's it going? How's the call going?
She she knows what BDSM is, and she says whatever I gotta do to get Grant.
Hey,
so.
that's great. Oh,
Yeah.
What a relief.
Yep.
Me and Mercedes Oak Garcia have a really supportive relationship about this kind of thing. We're very open and experimental.
Oh yeah, same with us.
So that's great.
Really
you know.
supportive.
Well, that's I'm really happy for you, dude.
All right, great. Thank
Maybe we're gonna help someone, and it might help you out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody, I'm very excited about. You know what? Let's go. Let's do some BDSM. Let's do it.
Samantha and I have sex.
I'm glad to hear that, Ron. It's a good thing. You gotta keep it going. Believe me.
Lizard-
Just trust me. You gotta don't let that slip away in your marriage.
It doesn't slip away, if you know what I mean.
Lizard Boy Scales.
No, but Ron, I needed that. That's a good laugh. Thanks.
Why did you need that? I thought it went really well.
Oh, it's just I'm a little nervous about this BDSM thing.
I get you.
Yeah. Sorry, Lizzie Boy. I think we keep interrupting you.
No, it's fine. I recall you saying you thought you were a virgin.
Well, what is sex?
Cool. So as you continue in the car, to your right you see a a cave that over its entrance has a big sign lit with a spectral flame that flickers on and off, and it just says the dungeon.
This has got to be confusing for like.
You guys think this is the right place?
I think it's got to be. I bet you this is really confusing for the people in this world who are, like sort of the more traditional
Adventurers,
adventurer
people
types,
trying to, yeah.
There's probably a group of them milling around outside.
How do you know this is the dungeon where this happens as opposed to the one that the king is captured in?
Yeah.
Like, or if there's a dragon, with a dungeon, how do you know this is not his dungeon and is instead the?
Because it's
This is a great Seinfeldian little aside.
All right,
What's
we drive
the
into
deal?
the dungeon. All right, Anthony, we drive into the dungeon. We take off our pants.
No, Anthony. Describe the dungeon. And I'll play a Seinfeld bass like line into it.
Yes.
Okay.
Describe
As
the
you
dungeon.
drive in, the gravel road slowly gives way to what feels like a plush carpet underneath your feet. It's-
As we walk in.
as you walk. Sorry, yeah, as you walk
Plush
in.
carpet is definitely what you want with a room full of fluids.
Yeah.
That's
As
good.
you walk in, the gravel road.
This is a
turns
man who's
to a
rented
plush car-
this man who's rented carpet cleaners in his time.
Sorry, Anthony.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I keep interrupting too. So yeah, as you walk in, the gravel road slowly turns into plush carpet, and the lighting from out as the sunlight from behind you gets dimmer, the light of the dungeon within gets a little bit brighter, and it's this very cool ambient, like kind of pink light that seems to have been made with thaumaturgy, or yeah, whatever that fucking D&D ability is, allows you to do weird shit with color flames.
Cool.
But basically, in front of you is there's a desk where presumably the secretary would be, or whoever was taking calls. It's empty right now. There's nobody here but you and whoever is behind. The 4 doors in front of you. There are just 4 doors, each shaped like some different. It seems like the doors have no bearing on what's inside of them, because the noises that you hear from, for instance, the door that's shaped like a skull is someone moaning in ecstasy, and the door that's shaped like a heart has somebody kind of like whining. So there's basically.
What are the other 2 doors shaped like, Anthony?
One is shaped like let's see, a boot,
Okay.
and the other shaped like a knife.
Whoa.
Are you sure it's a knife?
You know what else is shaped like a knife, baby?
Is Daryl sure it's like a knife?
Daryl's not sure of
What?
anything
What
right
else?
now.
What
Daryl's
else?
very nervous.
Excuse me.
guess,
What else is shaped like a knife?
I don't know what they were getting at with
Yeah,
that.
Glenn, what were you talking about?
I don't know. I was thinking about maybe I take the door that's the Italian door.
The
Ital-
boot?
The boot?
Yeah, the boot.
The Italy door. What is so we all kind of grabbed these little slips of paper. So
Let me back up really quick and just describe. Can we just describe that? Because I don't think we got that in terms of you handing that out.
Oh, sure.
So Anthony is currently handing out strips of paper that's written. And what's written on these?
According to Hardball Cough Drop, you have 5 slips of paper that I've given to the group. One of the phrases on there is the safe word that is used by everybody in the dungeon. The other 4 are descriptions of and explanations of the kinks that the 4 individual customers have.
Okay.
So we're supposed, we can share these.
Yes, you can
Okay.
share them widely.
Oh,
You can
okay.
discuss
So-
them.
Hey,
Guys, let's-
Dad huddle.
Dad huddle. Before we go in here and do this thing, let's swap notes here.
I think I have the safe word.
What do you have on your piece of paper?
I think it says banana.
Like banana?
Banana.
Say,
What do you think,
spell it out.
Glenn? What do you think, Glenn?
It's either nene or but nene.
So we have
Oh,
a
that could
handwriting
be-
issue.
No, it's a banana.
Well,
supposed to be
we
banana.
need clarity,
Yeah.
or else it could be either the safe word or.
Well, so I think
no,
that's-
I think if it
well,
gets
so here's
rough,
the
I
problem.
think just scream butt nene and banana just to be
Well, so
safe.
here's the problem: is I think I have the safe word.
What are your
Because mine is bay. Bay is in the sort of hip, cool way that kids refer to, they're like the people they're dating. It's like you're bay,
Is that a thing?
Yeah, man. Youth
Why
culture.
these kids with
These
their
kids, they come up with
slang?
just these cool
What
words
just
all
happened
the
to
time.
your best gal?
It's like baby's too long.
Nah, it's bay. It's 2 of them.
well,
bay,
they only have 140 characters. Am I right, fellas?
Oh, ba-doom, psh.
I always refer to Samantha as my harbor.
Oh, I like that.
That's very sweet or weird. I can't tell. I have the word findom, as in FYNN dom. I recognize dom, which I think is like dominant.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if that means you want to be dommed by Finn or Finn's doing the doming. I think this is one of the kinks.
Okay.
I'm going to put that out there.
I think that I have one kink and one safe word.
Okay.
The kink is. Sorry. Woo. Okay. The kink is cuck. I mean, the kink is cuck.
Wait, how do you spell that?
It's
Cuck?
spelled K-U-K-K. And then what I think it might be it should feel like a safe word for us men. It's cry. It's
Cry.
K-R-Y-Y.
K-R-Y-Y. Findom.
Can I see that?
Cuck with 3 Ks, which
Can I see that
seems
cry one?
No.
Whoops,
interesting.
whoops. That was not intentional. That's not part of it. That's not part of it. Ignore that.
There's a lot of K's in this.
Yeah. Bay.
Bebe and banana. Banane are words.
I
They
think it
have
says buttneen.
Buttneen. We have buttneen, Findom, Cuck,
Fucking
cry,
bad penmanship. I get it.
It's banane, right?
banane.
Just to be
This
clear.
is Matt,
It's
not Daryl
buttneeny.
talking. Were these supposed to describe?
Oh, just real quick. Let's establish which one it is because it's not. It doesn't make any sense because no one's seeing these strips.
It's banane. I have very bad fucking penmanship.
okay.
It looks like an
Banane.
H. It's banane. Okay, so you said one was a safe word and one were kinks and descriptions.
One is a safe word. The other 4 are the kinks. And basically, she didn't realize that you have so little expertise with this stuff. She thought
okay.
she assumed that writing what the kink would be a sufficient
okay,
explanation
okay.
of it.
Oh.
All right. Well, these are
Do
not
we-
helpful.
Can
Men?
I do some rolling? Can I roll maybe an insight check?
Good fucking luck.
Insight won't work because that's
What about-
like testing to see if somebody's lying to you or not.
What about wisdom? Or like what knowledge? Is there a
Arcana?
arcana? I don't have my character sheet up.
It's fine.
Here we go. I got a 9.
A 9. As 9 is not going to do it. You look at these words and they're just words to you.
Fellas, I don't think I know what these words
Can
mean.
we just guess?
So here's what. So there's obviously I think there's
Yeah, Ron, we can guess.
There's 4 clients on the other sides of these doors, and we need to kind of go in there and hit it out of the park on their kink, or they're not going to have a good time, and then we're not going to get those items which can be used to help our sons. So, what do we want to do? Who wants to take?
Can I
So,
roll
hey, man.
perception to see what all the
Hold on,
sounds are? Oh,
Into the mic.
go ahead, Frey. What were you gonna say?
Hey man, can't we just open up these doors and just be like, hey guys, what's the safe word? You know, it feels like a pretty open environment. It feels like that's an important thing to establish with everybody anyway. We could just ask.
It would be nice if we. I mean, can we stick together? I don't know if I want to just throw. There's no reason why we gotta do this separately.
So
gentlemen.
you saying all 4 of us go room by room, sort of like a BDSM SWAT team?
Yeah, yeah.
BDSM.
Henry, this is the first time I felt comfortable in this place.
So-
BDSM SWAT team, I like that.
So,
BDSM FBI.
So
Love it.
a bondage, domination, sadism, masochism, special weapons and tactics.
Yes.
Sexy weapons and tactics.
Yes.
Okay, if that's how we want to play it, and I think we should. Okay, all right. I'm getting a little nervous.
I mean, she
Henry
didn't
Oak's getting a little
specifically
nervous.
tell us what we had to do. It feels like, we should just check.
She did
make
not
sure-
give us a lot of
Make
instruction.
sure these customers are okay, and we'll see. And, there's no reason.
Is there? I like
You don't
to do,
split up in a horror movie. And not saying this is a horror movie, but,
I'd like to do just a perception check on the secretary's desk if there's anything of note, any interesting things there.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I got a 3.
Nope.
Hey,
Nothing interesting. Just
hey, good
actually,
idea.
There's a lot of hand sanitizer.
Ooh, yeah. I'm
Ooh,
gonna
we
go
should
get a
grab.
couple
We
pumps
should.
of
I'm. Daryl's just like putting it on like perfume and rubbing his hand, and he's putting it everywhere.
Yeah, a lot
Good thinking there, Glenn. I'm also gonna search the desk.
Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Weird, just hand sanitizer. Just a shitload of hand sanitizer.
Just hand sanitizer.
Daryl-
Maybe
but
we
you
should,
recognize that it's sage infused, so it has a nice scent.
I'm very familiar with this hand sanitizer. It's good
Actually,
for-
you know what? No, with your 20, you also find a potion of healing.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. This could come in handy.
Sort of an emergency just in case something
It's
ever
okay
went
just to steal.
wrong.
Yeah, we can take that.
I
It's
think
part of our pay.
we'll put it back.
But
Yeah.
they might not want it, or we might not want it.
Yeah.
When we
When
might,
we want it, we might not want it.
Can I hear what all the sound? I want to. I don't know if I need a perception check. I
Well-
want to hear what's coming out of every door.
Okay, so from
Hey guys, let's just kind of try to hear a peek
Yeah,
of
man,
what's
let's-
going on in here.
Let's
Good call,
scope it
good
out.
call, good
Scope
call.
it out.
okay from the skull door, You hear what sounds like two people moaning in ecstasy.
Looks like they're already done in there.
From the skull door,
That
sorry,
was
from the heart door, you hear someone like whining, like. From the
Sounds like they're not having a great time yet.
Yeah,
This
Or
one might
they're
just.
having a really good time if they want to not have a great time.
that's
We should
true.
be careful. This one might just be the bathroom. We should knock first.
from the
I think we should knock on all of them.
Yeah,
first.
that's a good idea, Ron.
from the boot door. You hear clinking, like metal clinking together, and then
Metal clinking together.
and then from the knife door, you don't hear anything.
Guys, let's try this knife door.
You want to try the knife
Let's
door?
try the knife door.
Okay.
It feels like if for all of us to go in, the one that's shaped like a weapon is a good one for us to be together.
I
on.
don't know why, but oh no, I see what you mean. That makes sense.
And really quick, guys, should we all just write this down so that we all have it, so we don't have to constantly ask? Like, what
Well, we
the-
can also just put them in the middle so
Yeah.
everyone can see the little piece of paper.
So, yeah, Ron, why do you not? You said we should knock. Why don't you knock on that door and see what happens?
Hello. Knock, knock. I understand if you can't get to the door right now, you might be all tied up, so to speak. But we're just wondering what's going on with you. Knock, knock.
You hear.
Oh, that doesn't sound like it's going well. Okay, guys, I'm taking control. Give me 10 seconds.
okay.
All right.
And then I will signal whether the rest of you should come in or you should move on to the next door.
All right. I hold out hand
We-
sanitizer to give you next.
Okay, thank you, a little pump. We don't want to blow this.
So what's your signal
What?
Unless you
word?
do want to blow it.
Okay, thanks, guys.
What's your
Nice.
signal word?
My signal word is going to be ha-cha-cha-cha, and that means it's going great. If I say not-cha-cha-cha, that means you guys should come in. Okay?
All right. Okay. Okay.
What-
Wait, but if it's going great, shouldn't we also come in?
No, you should go on to the next room.
Okay.
okay.
That's true. We don't want to. It's clientele, right? This is working with clients. You don't want to overwhelm them. We don't want to all just bust in this if we don't have to. Good point, Henry.
Yeah, I once worked at a certain facility where customer service was very important, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Make sure you know the safe words.
The
and
deep lore secrets. Of
Geico.
I enter.
Okay. You see an 8-foot tall orc with a necklace of small skulls around his neck and a scar going down his face. And he's standing staring at you with his arms crossed. And he goes, "About time."
Hello. And then I stare at him.
He stares back at you.
I am in charge now.
He fucking laughs at that. And he goes, "Yeah? I doubt it. I'm way stronger than you."
Are you? Do you want to put that to a test, my friend? Henry Yoga's flop sweating right now.
He goes, "I mean, if you want to."
Is that
seems
what
pretty
you want me to want?
No, not really. I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm stronger than you. Every part of me is strong. My muscles, my brain, my heart, it's all strong.
Henry, how's it going in there?
I think this is. You're right. You are strong. You're very strong. What do you want to do with me? You're so strong. I'm so scared of you right now.
He like winces and is like, "That's not how this is." He
Of course it's not, you
his arms-
dummy.
Hey, well, hey now, hey,
That's right.
I'm not dumb.
You're
Weak. He's weak.
You're weak.
No, I'm not. I'm strong.
You're super weak, and you're gonna get on your knees for me.
I'm not.
Ron, Henry, maybe say the words.
Findom.
No.
All right, we can scratch Findom off these guys.
So he sighs really heavily and then like sits back
I'm
down.
sorry, man. It's my new day. It's my first day.
That much is obvious.
Well, look, just tell me what you want, and I can work with you, and then we can
Supposed to-
start over.
Say cry.
You were supposed to try to make me cry
I'm supposed to try to make you cry.
because I'm strong and I wanted to feel weak. Like
Oh.
emotionally, I've never gotten to feel that emotional release.
That's really sad, man.
It's not sad. I'm just a person who hasn't been able to cry, and I wanted to experience
Well, I'm just
it.
saying that as a human being, I empathize with you not being able to cry.
Well, this is not making me cry. You're not helping me
Well,
out.
mate, you
If
know,
you're infantilizing
I'm
me.
sorry that sounds really frustrating. Where do you
Yeah.
think your issues come from that you can't cry?
Don't try to do this. It's too late now.
What do you dude, what's too late?
You can't. You're gonna try
Is-
to make me cry. You're gonna try to make me open up and then make me cry. It's not
is,
gonna happen.
is that what you feel like? Do you feel like it's too late for you? Do you feel like it's too late for you to change?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to change into? What do you feel like it's too late for you to change into?
I mean, I don't know. I never had any. I see what you're doing.
I'm not doing.
Okay, go ahead, roll persuasion.
Outside the door, Ron is already crying.
Natural 20.
Ooh, baby. That's 2. What the fuck is up with those dice? All right, he goes.
What's your name?
My
Look,
na-
look at me. What's your name?
All right, let me see if we have any cool names that would go with this dude.
Do we want to use the Patreon names for the BDSM episode?
I'm just seeing if there's anything that's clearly like an orc.
episode, though. So
No, but I mean, like, is it weird
it's a
if you're the
little weird.
Patreon person and you got put in the kinky sex?
No, it's
episode?
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We don't have any names that work there anyway.
What's your name?
He goes, my name is Bloodspear, the Unforgiving.
Bloodspear the Unforgiving. I forgive you. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I hug him. It's not your fault.
Guys, we should all go in and hug him.
Oh, no. Stay out. Ha-cha-cha-cha. It's not your fault. Just let it out.
But
You're forgiven.
But
I
my
forgive
father,
you.
my father made me in his image to be a killer, even better than him. And the biggest skull on my necklace is his, but I never got to tell him how I really feel.
Just tell me. Tell me right now what you feel.
I love you, dude! And tears start streaming down his cheeks. And it's big fucking fat like water balloons just hitting your shoulders of tears from this massive, massive man. And the once they stop, they don't stop. Once they start, they don't stop coming. And like he just sort of pushes you away, just goes in the field. This is a tender moment, Matthew.
How dare you, Matt?
And he goes to the field position, starts crying and rocking back and forth, like his whole body just like sort of shaking. And then finally, it kind of like he sort of sits up and he wipes his eyes. He goes, "Thank you so much. That was great. That was exactly what I needed."
Great. I'm really
Perfect.
glad to hear that. So
No.
you think you work through your stuff with your dad? Or are you going to like,
Oh no, that's gonna take way more therapy.
Okay,
but,
that's fair enough.
But yeah, no, I definitely got to feel what it's like to cry and to also get this voice back after that last few sentences of Anthony just sounding like Anthony. But no, that was great. I'll definitely put in a good word for you with Hardball.
Okay, well, thanks, Bloodspear.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, well, you have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Hey, are you gonna be back here like next week? Or 'cause I was thinking about doing it again.
Almost certainly not, but
No.
I will pass along everything I learned, sort of like,
Like my
tip-
do's and don'ts.
tips and tricks.
Okay.
Like pro tips. I'll pass that along to your next person.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay, great. I walk out of the room completely. So yeah, I don't know that you guys saw any of that.
he
we
comes
heard
out
it.
so.
I just come out drenched in water.
No, we heard it inside. Guys, I think I've done BDSM. It doesn't seem like a big deal.
Why don't you give this next door
I
a
think
shot?
maybe
Yeah.
you should do the next door.
All right. I go to the heart door.
Okay, so the heart door was the one with
Whining.
the whining behind it.
Yeah, it's just another person needing to cry, probably.
All right.
I got this. No, I can do it on my own.
So you see a wizened old man with a pointed hat and a cloak that seems to change color every time you look at it, and it never when it catches your eye, you're tempted to sort of look away, but it's so alluring that you can't, almost as if you're being hypnotized by it. And he sees you having this reaction to his cloak, he goes, "Ugh," and then sort of what's this thing you do when you take something, go like
Yeah.
sort of like
Shake
Flip
it.
flop. You
Yeah,
flop the cloak.
he sort of he flops the cloak, and it stops doing that and sort of turns into this very neutral kind of black color. And he looks at you, and he pouts his lips, and he's got his arms crossed, and he sits down.
Hey, sir, Daryl Wilson. Nice to meet you. I put my hand out. You need to cry too or something?
I pooped my diaper.
It's baby. It's baby.
It's baby.
It's baby.
It's baby.
Daryl.
What?
He wants you to treat him like a baby.
Oh.
I pooped my diaper. I did a boom boom.
Oh. All right. Hey, boys, can you do me a favor? Can you just look away for a second?
Sure.
We are definitely not in here.
All right. Hey there, old buddy. You pooped your diaper? You're right. Lay down there for a second.
I did it. I did a bad.
You did a bad? No, you
Yes.
didn't. There's no such thing as a bad with a poop. Everybody poops. Why don't you just sit down?
All right.
Let me just sit down. All right, buddy.
Sat down. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to change your diaper. You got diapers?
I do.
All right, let me change your
In
diaper.
the bag over
In
there.
the bag. Okay, here's a
The bag that I
diaper.
have brought.
Oh, that's a lot of poop there,
It
buddy.
is.
It's a lot of poop there,
Had
buddy.
a big breakfast.
Big
Many
breakfast.
nummies.
Nummies. You know
And it came
nummies?
right out of
Oh,
me.
look at your little hands. Look at your little hands.
My hands are very little.
They are very little. Look,
For
put
I'm
those
a
delicious
baby.
fingers in a ball, or I'm gonna eat them all. Look at these little toes so small. Before you grow big and tall. I'm
I would- okay, I
I'm
would
gonna
never-
eat your legs and arms. Oh no, someone pulled the alarm. Now I got to run away. But I'm gonna eat you another day. How you doing there, buddy? There you go. Your diaper's all done. Nobody even knows.
I would never accuse Matt of not being dedicated to his character, but that is clearly not a Daryl Wilson rhyme.
He broke Anthony. Anthony's speechless.
It definitely feels like we got a lot of Matt there, don't you think, guys? Oh my god.
Should I roll a dice or something?
We're well beyond that. So you change his diaper, and he goes,
Delectable.
Yeah.
I wish to be fed.
Oh, all right. Well, you got what do you do? Formula? You got milk?
Formula in the bag.
All right. I open the bag. What do I find in there?
you find just a slab of steak.
Slab of steak?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. All right, buddy. Here you go. How do you eat this thing?
Ugh,
And he moves his head
Oh,
away.
no.
Oh,
And he goes,
too big.
too big. You
The
need to
piece
cut
too
up.
big.
Hey, hey.
Up.
Does somebody have a knife? I kind of look out the door.
Daryl, like a bird.
I
Like
think
a
this is a
bird.
mama bird situation.
Oh, all
Did you ever
right.
watch Planet Earth?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Okay.
It's like a Charleston chew, but it's a meat, and you have to give it up.
I take a
After
big.
you
I
eat
take
it.
a big bite of the steak. I'm like, you want me to chew it up there, buddy? You want to make sure it's nice and soft for
Yes,
you?
please.
Okay. Daryl's thinking about he's missing Grant a little bit.
What?
Yeah, he's just missing having a little kid. And his wife's gonna divorce him. All right, he's chewing up his meat.
Oh, he's regressing. That's what it is.
Chewing up his meat. All right, buddy. I take it out. I put it, here you go. I spit out my hand. And I go, here you go, buddy. A little airplane.
What is an airplane? And as he's saying it,
I just throw it into his mouth. I go, there you go. Chew, chew,
he
chew.
chews it up and swallows it. He goes, delicious. And he stands up and he goes, I thank you, sir. He sort of shimmers his cloak again, and it sort of goes back to the way it was. And he wipes a little bit of steak from his lip, and he reaches out his hands to clasp one of your hands, and he bows and he says, in all the years I've come to the dungeon, none have satisfied my particular desires with the skill that you have just used on me. So I thank you.
appreciate that,
I
sir.
Thank you very much, kind sir. What be thy name?
Wait.
No. It is better if I do not know. We will be merely ships passing in the baby night. And to you I say, adieu.
All
and he
right.
flourishes his cloak once more, and then all of a sudden he's just not there anymore.
Whoa.
Wow. Daryl walks out. Guys, I'm not going to do the other two. I think that's enough for me. I just sit down at the secretary desk quietly.
Chewing the rest of the steak that you didn't
Side huddle. Daryl really got into that.
Yeah.
He's a pro. He just. I don't think that call went really well. He's like working through some
I
stuff.
think he might be. I think it'd be best if we give him some space, huh, Henry?
Yeah.
Ron?
You know what? You know what I do? I reach into my bag and I pull out the last Charleston chew, and I say, "Hey, Daryl, it's just my dad Dar is picking up some new vibes from you,
Yeah.
and I just want to let you know it's okay, and your fellow dads are here for you. Thanks for being part of the team, and this one's for you, buddy."
Oh.
Let me know if you want me to chew it up.
No, I think I'll keep it for me. I put it in my pocket, and Daryl turns away so nobody can see the single tear running down his face.
Well, I guess I'll go up next here. This boot door looks pretty cool, like the Italian door. You know, like
Yeah.
we did a little bit of it. We did a tour of Italy, doing some Christmas songs a couple of years ago. I feel like I'm well equipped
You
for
went to
this
an
one.
Olive Garden.
I wonder if there's breadsticks.
Yeah,
in
the
here.
tour of Italy
Yeah,
pasta
The tour of
course.
Italy. Yeah, I'm referring to the time I was at Olive Garden. I got the tour of Italy, which is cheese sticks and yeah.
It is fettuccine alfredo, a little bit of lasagna, and the fucking chicken parmigiana.
Wow, an Olive
my
Garden
gosh.
expert.
When I grew up in Arizona, I didn't know that Olive Garden wasn't fancy.
I literally thought that Olive Garden wasn't as fancy as Macaroni Grill, but that it was like still like
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, same. It was.
I
I was literally 20 until I was like, oh, that's like stupid people food.
But-
Whoa.
No, because LA teaches me that like, oh, I'm supposed to look down on people who like Olive
Yeah.
Garden when
But
Olive Garden
here's
is
the
actually still
thing.
very good.
I love Olive Garden, and I wish I was there right now. But like, I love you guys, but I just like
You wish this was happening in an Olive Garden.
yes.
That would
always.
actually be a very weird bonus thing. Like, we'll record something at an Olive Garden.
We'll record a BDSM podcast in all of
Dungeons and Daddies when you're here, your family.
literally.
So I'm gonna open the boot door.
Okay, so this was when you heard the clinking behind,
Yes.
and you see a just a man-sized banana sitting in front of a sitting before a pile of coins, pile of gold coins, and across from him there's a rat hawking a bunch of wares out of a little merchant's booth.
What? Okay, sorry.
And the
wait,
banana's just clinking his coins together like a poker player would using.
So sorry.
shuffling chips.
To be
With-
clear,
with what,
a
his
man-sized
peel?
banana. Is they have like appendages?
Yes,
Like,
he has arms and legs and sentience. He has a face.
He's a banana in pajamas, sans the pajamas.
Yeah, he's a rejected by Don's Hertzfeld. I am a banana type of creature.
Fruit of the gloom over here.
Well, hey. And to be clear, there's a banana and a rat.
Yeah, there's a banana playing with some coins, and then across the way on the opposite side of the room is a rat standing at a merchant's booth with a bunch of stuff in front of him.
Hey, fellas. My name is Glenn. Is this the you guys engaging in some banana?
So the banana like goes like, "All right, nothing happened."
I'm sorry. No,
Nothing
no, no, no. No, no, no.
happened.
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
Are
I
you
misspoke.
fucking kidding
I
me?
misspoke. You sorry. I was just commenting on
What did
your
I
banana.
do?
No. You did nothing. I'm just commenting. That's a safe word. Okay. I was just commenting on your you resemble the banana. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that is.
That's what I'm telling you. It's what you resemble. I'm from a different world, man. You look like well.
They
Anyway,
should have told you not to. Jeez, the one word, and it's the first thing you say. I am
Hey, man,
flaccid
man.
beyond recognition right now.
hold
Are
on,
you
hold on.
kidding me?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Are
Let
you
me.
fucking joking right now?
Hey, man.
I'm gonna leave you a very bad Yelp where I shout from where I go to fucking the giant National Public Radio and just shout very loudly about how bad of an experience this was.
Hold on one
Glenn, are
second.
you fucking this up?
Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Charm Person on the man-sized banana to try and turn this around.
All right, go ahead and
That's a wisdom
It's a
saving-
wisdom saving throw for me,
A
right?
13 wisdom saving.
It's like
throw.
whiplash to hear you try to cast a spell.
Like, oh shit, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, I guess.
That's right.
I go. Hold on, man. I was just no harm intended, man. Let's make this as comfortable and as enjoyable experience as possible, my man.
So he kind of, his anger kind of dissipates a little bit, and he goes, I guess if you're new.
Sorry, I am new. That's
All right,
I
I'll give you one
apologize.
chance. We'll start all this up. Leave and come back in.
Okay.
Is he like a green banana or kind of ripe?
He's pretty right. He's like yellowish.
Cool.
He's got a couple spots that are just coming in, but they're like kind of like fetching in
How
a
does he
beauty
speak?
mark kind of way.
Salt and
Nice.
pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, does he
gray.
speak?
Or how do they speak?
The banana?
Like it's got a mouth?
Yeah, it's got a mouth.
Okay.
It's got a mouth and
I'm
a
trying
face.
to picture it in my head.
I'm sorry, it has an eyes, no nose, and a mouth.
So is it like the internet meme, the dancing banana? Essentially, is that?
Oh, actually, it is kind of like that, I guess. I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah.
All right.
So
Like peanut butter jelly
I
time.
go. All right, no problem. I go back outside, guys. I think I'm having a flashback. There's a man-sized banana. I know this sounds crazy. There's a man-sized banana.
Glenn, there's
in
not a man-sized banana
I'm
in
not
that
kidding.
room.
And he
Just-
told me the safe word is banana. Ron, that's the safe word. Don't say it. Oh, holy shit.
Is it a ripe banana?
It's if it was a banana like from Trader Joe's, it would be pretty. Oh man, I'm freaking out, man.
Hey.
I'm just gonna.
Glenn,
Yeah.
While you guys are having this conversation, a man-sized snake slithers in behind you
Oh my god. Oh
and
my
goes,
god.
"It's hardball here.
Oh, hi, Daryl Wilson. Nice to meet you. Put my hand out.
Is hardball here?"
No,
or-
we're actually taking over for Hardball today.
before he leaves.
Oh.
Was that-
okay. Okay.
Was that, hey, guys? Was, that the
snake?
snake?
Is that the?
What's up, Ron?
wait,
Nice looking snake.
Oh, you want some steak?
No, I said nice looking snake.
Oh,
Hope
snake. I thought
we
you meant-
hope we see him again someday.
thought you were talking about the steak in my hand, which I'm keep eating.
okay.
My
Hey,
bad.
guys,
that
I'm
wasn't
gonna-
as funny as I thought it would be. Cut that out. That was a mistake.
You guys also.
It was a mistake.
God damn it! Definitely cut it.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true. It's true.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't
Snake.
You were not.
Keep
funny.
going, Anthony. I can do this all night.
I can do this all day.
Keep talking, boy. You haven't come up to your room yet.
I
Okay.
know. I can make the guy cry.
He went
Oh,
first.
it's Ron.
Oh fuck, you did. You
Yeah.
killed it.
All right.
Ron's the one who has it. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm gonna go.
Glenn, I chewed a steak and put it in an old man's mouth. You just get back in there, buddy.
Okay. I steal myself and go back in. And I go, sorry, just one thing really quick. Is this the cuck or the Findom room? They got the labels mixed up outside.
He just stands. He just fucking like pushes his coins away. He goes, you've ruined it. You have completely ruined it. Holy shit! And he just fucking storms out of the door past you.
Hey, Daryl Wilson, nice to meet you. Where are you going, buddy?
And he just throws up a defiant hand and just walks away out of the fucking cave.
There's still a rat in there, right?
There's still a rat in there.
Like, hey, rat dude.
Yeah, what's up? he was wow. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what are you into, man?
I'm into getting paid.
Okay.
Wait.
Do you want to buy some stuff? I got stuff.
What you got?
All right. So I got some items sent in by some Patreon subscribers.
Oh my god.
It's surreal shit.
There's still the gold coins in the room, or no?
No, he took them with. Let me rephrase it. He just stands up and takes his coins with him, and then just fucking bolts. Just walks right past you. Doesn't give a shit about you. Okay.
Sorry you had to split.
Holy shit!
Everybody do the D4. Everybody roll a D4 damage.
I guess this wasn't appealing.
Ooh, good.
I got a 1, so I'm not gonna come up with a joke.
Oh no. It's a 3.
Oh man, that dice is as slippery as a banana peel. Get it? For all those listening at home, the die fell on the floor, and I, thinking quick, I said it was as slippery as a banana peel.
So what you want? You want me to talk to the rat?
Sure. So you didn't do one, so you got to take some damage.
No, I
He
said
did.
It
Really?
appealing.
Oh, you said appealing. I'm so
You
sorry.
did a really
I'm
good
sorry.
one.
I'm focusing on so many things.
no. That's fair. That's fair. I go.
Like 75% of my brain is trying to not be problematic right now.
I go up to the rat. I'm like, hey, what's your name, bud?
Oh, my name is. I don't want to use any of the character names from here. Give me a second.
What are you selling?
My name is Shinji.
Shinji. Ah, cool. How's it going, man?
It's going all right. It'd be going even better if you wanted to buy something.
Yeah,
That
what
guy
do you-
was supposed to buy some stuff, and he did not.
What
What was his kink?
Well, hold on.
I don't know. They don't tell me anything. They just told me to come in here and set up shop, and that somebody would buy some stuff, and nobody has. So what do I know? What's going on?
So what are you into, my man?
Money.
Money. All right,
Yeah.
huh? Dirty money, huh?
I mean, just I'm not one of those. I'm not part of this whole thing.
Oh,
so
I
please,
see how you're playing
I would
it.
prefer it if you just.
Oh,
could
I
keep it a
see.
business
I see how you're
transaction.
playing it. You want to keep it above the table. Very well. We can do that. I sit down in front and be like, what kind of wares you got, Shinji?
All right, so I got a blacksmith named Craig Elder created this. It's called the Ward Cleaver, and it's an axe that
very
removes magical enchantments. That's very good.
That's a very good pun.
I'll say Daryl Wilson, upon seeing the banana going past, definitely just came to join the rest of the dads in this room since everybody else seems to be in here.
Hey, Daryl, did you hear? This might cheer you up. There's this guy selling a knife called the Ward Cleaver.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, an axe is pretty cool.
Sorry, I
What is
don't get. is it-
As in from Leave It to Beaver, guys. Ward
Oh,
Cleaver.
yeah.
Oh,
Come on,
Father
Glenn.
Wow, that's really good.
Father
Wow.
of the beef.
Yeah.
Hey,
My favorite dads.
you want me to? You want? How much is this? How much is this?
Oh, this would be a cool 10 gold coins.
You like haggling, huh?
Glenn, I
What
don't.
about 2 gold coins?
What if he's
No.
What about 2
Glenn.
or I'll walk?
How many coins do we have, Daddy Master?
Aren't you guys supposed to keep track of that?
So we had. Remember, we won the bet. Hold on.
You won the
hold on,
bet. You
Just,
got-
just to be clear. Hold on. Just to
You can just
clarify.
talk
here.
out of character. It's just I'm asking how much gold we have.
Yeah. Well, but here's the problem, though, because I would have paid the tab because we got check please at the end of that last episode, right? So
Right. That would have been like a gold coin.
okay, so we would have 14 because I bet 5 and I got 3 to 1.
Okay.
well, okay.
So that's like all our money to buy the ward cleaver. What
No,
else you
hold
got?
on, Henry. Hold on. You want me to buy this?
Glenn,
don't
he's
you?
not into it. He's not banana.
Wait, listen, Henry. Some men drive hard bargains,
That's
and
true.
some men are hard for bargains.
Yeah, come on, man. Try to keep an open mind, dude. Anyway,
How many
so,
items you got?
I got 3 to choose from. You want me to tell you all the items and then you can decide what you want to buy?
Yeah, it feels like the people who paid to get those items in the shop would want to hear all their items
Yeah.
said.
I mean,
But-
we'll get to them all eventually because there's more than just 3 in this list in this
Go th-
inventory I have.
Go through the 3 from the top. Go ahead.
Yeah, so from the top, we got the Ward Cleaver, which again is an axe that destroys any magical enchantments. Then we got
Is there a beaver I could leave it with?
oh boy. Oh boy. Why do people keep saying that? I have no idea. Then we got this sweet baby, and he pulls up what looks to be a white, yellow, and pink fanny pack, and he goes, "This was made by a seamstress, or what's the male version of a seamstress? A tailor, named Alex Connell, and this is the fanny pack of holding. This may look like it doesn't take that much, but watch this." And then he opens it up and thrusts his hand into it, and it goes like all the way through. Like it should have gone all the way through, but it's like bigger on the inside.
Golly
my
gee
gosh.
willikers.
It's like a magic trick.
That's even better than my Patagonia fanny pack that I left back home.
Yeah, it's roughly 2 feet in diameter at the mouth, and it's 4 feet deep. It can hold 500 pounds. And if it's overloaded, pierced, or torn, it ruptures and it's destroyed, and its contents are scattered in the astral plane.
That
Whoa.
happened to me at Disneyland. with the-
Sounds
On
like
Space Mountain.
yeah, it was a real bummer. Granola everywhere.
sounds like a good way to get rid of a body.
That's actually a really good point.
Actually,
That's a good
incidentally,
point.
breathing creatures inside the fanny pack can survive up to a total of 10 minutes, minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures inside the pack.
You
Oh,
probably
and
should-
I said sounds like a good way to get rid of a dead body.
Yeah,
Oh, well, oh yeah, absolutely. You'd be amazing at that. Yes, for sure.
So what's the third item?
The third item is, yeah, this one's really good. So this one was made by, this is a very common name in the Forgotten Realm. So if you know somebody with this name, it's not this guy, it's a different guy, or person. I don't know the gender, but Payden Bennett's created.
Little Payden.
No,
Payden!
I cannot say enough. It's probably not the person that you've met.
Well, we'll ask him.
What a little scamp!
Yeah,
he's
little
he's a
scamp.
little item maker. What do
they're,
you?
they're dwarven tinker, and they made this, and it may look like a simple watch with several buttons on it and a small sort of digital screen on it with the words Casio written across the side. But when you put this on, you gain the ability of finger guns, and if you can
Holy
use
shit.
if you can use both hands in a finger gun action, you can shoot. In quotation marks at a humanoid figure, and it'll make the enemy have disadvantage on their next charisma check or
Holy
saving throw
shit.
due to the sheer power of the move. But it has to be accompanied by a wink. If you don't remember to verbally state that you wink, you, the person with the watch, get disadvantage.
Hey, how much is that Casio?
How much is the Casio?
Also 10 coins.
Hold
We'll
on,
take
I-
all 3 for 14, buddy.
All 3 for 14. That's like less than 50%.
That's all we got. I'm just telling you straight up right now. We got 14. We want all 3 of those items. You either take it or leave it. I understand if you can, you're running a business, but we're telling you straight.
You can roll persuasion.
Let me check what my plus is on that. Sorry, it's a
That's
13.
fine.
But I think I have.
Excuse me, Mr. Rat.
Can somebody support me in persuasion?
Yes, I will. Let's put it this way, Rat buddy. What's your name?
Shinji.
Shinji.
Shinji. Well, most good businesses, and I would know. I am a businessman. I'm a business
Give me a
person,
card.
man.
Let's exchange cards.
Yeah, this is my business card.
All right, he takes one and he like pulls out of the fanny pack of holding a business card of his that's like the size of him, and he hands it to you, and it just says like Shinji.
Thank you.
It has no contact information whatsoever.
Exclamation
It was
point.
a
Well,
13, by the way.
It seems you already know what I'm about to say, because I was going to say that the best businesses, and I would know because I am a businessman, are run by word of mouth. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying
we'll
that
do some advertising for you, man. We'll do some like viral advertising.
we'll give you
get your name
14
out there.
14 coins, gold, and then
16 coins worth of free advertising.
There's a concept in our world known as exposure, and often
There's
people,
a lot of that around here.
Well, hold on. Well, no, I got. I'll do you one better. This is the kind of exposure that people would kill to get. What we got outside is a bright white metallic beast, and we can do what's called an ad wrap around it. And we can put your name on the
we
side
can
of
put
the
your sign.
We can put your sign on the side of this minivan. We're traveling all around these realms, and everyone we've seen, by the way, you can't miss it. You go anywhere. Go to sorry, what was the first town that we were in?
Neverwinter.
You ask him in Neverwinter.
Ask him in Neverwinter, and everyone there will remember that white van. It's a real iconic thing that's been driving around. The land's everywhere.
There's
Everyone
a beer.
knows
There's
about
a beer called Dale's. Sorry, what was
Daryl
my-
Barrel Special?
Yeah, there's a beer company, Daryl Barrel Special, that is all over the entire South Coast now. Is all drinking beer because of our
There is a
metal beast.
legendary vehicle in our world known as the Wienermobile, and this is
Again, they have that here too.
this is a mighty vehicle that is an advertisement for a brand of meat, and everyone knows it because of the Wienermobile. And this could be your Wienermobile.
All right. You know what? Let's say 10 gold, and I get my name on your behemoth.
Deal.
That
Works for me, guys.
All right.
All right, perfect. So he
Do you want me
goes.
to do a roll on that?
I don't think so, because that's fun. Like 13 was pretty good. That was
Okay.
And
basically
then
like
everybody added.
13 was going to be like a yes, but you have to do something
I see, I see.
additional. And I was literally about to suggest let me spray paint my name on your fucking thing, so you got there anyway.
Hey man,
Perfect.
you guys got a logo. The thing is just right outside.
All right, cool. Well, I guess while you're dealing with whatever's in that other room, I'm gonna just go plaster my lovely visage all over the sides of your behemoth.
Okay,
I
don't
turn-
wake up the child who's sleeping inside.
Oh, I would never do
Hey,
that.
you guys left the window open for Peyton, right?
Of course.
You come back and he's dead.
I turn
my
I
God.
turn to the rest of the dads, very confident in myself, dusting my hands, being like, I think Shinji got exactly what he wanted, guys. He was a business guy, and I don't know which one of those words it was, but I think I took care of him pretty well.
You know what, Glenn? You did a good job. It was you did it all on your own, buddy. You did a great job.
You sure did. You did a good job, Glenn. Good
Thanks,
job,
guys.
Good job. I look at the other dads
Glenn,
shaking my
you're-
head furiously.
You're an inspiration to all BDSMers.
So make sure you all decide who gets what item.
Okay, and then really quick before we do that, let me just get in. After the banana goes out, I need the dads rush in. So you guys describe banana coming out, and you guys like
Sure,
oh
sure.
shit, something's went wrong, and I want to still play as I'm still like confident, like oh this is the rat, it's the rat.
So do the three of you who are standing outside of the boot room, you are knocked aside by an angry-looking bipedal banana that just walks by in an absolute huff, going fucking ridiculous.
I've seen a banana split before, but that was crazy.
God damn it.
All right, we're rolling for damage again, I guess.
No, it's
So-
fine. That was the same thing. It was the same joke.
thing. It's just the way he's gonna come.
So what do you do? You guys gonna
Oh,
rush
I
in?
mean, that's a banana, so I'm going in.
I don't think it's going very well with Glenn. We should better go help him out.
Ron, you
Ron,
coming?
you coming?
Yeah,
All right.
All right, cool.
I'm-
Ron's in.
yeah, I'm in.
So please go ahead and
Oh, sorry.
describe you guys. You know, either one of you go in, and then we will have a quick interaction.
I run into the boot door room and I go, "What's going on? What happened? I saw a big banana run out of there."
Yeah, I don't know about that guy, but I think it's the rat here. This guy Shinji. He's got a lot of stuff to sell. Shinji, what do you got for sale here?
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we
Hey,
have the
hey,
items.
guys,
So let's cut to we have the items.
Hey guys, I already got an axe. It'd be really cool if I could just like upgrade
Can
my
we?
axe.
How about? Here's an idea. There's someone who's been waiting for their dominatrix for
Oh.
roughly 45 minutes now. So maybe we can split up the items after
Cool.
after
No,
we
that's
finish with our
Good idea,
customers.
Henry. I'm just gonna hold on to the
Unless-
axe, and you can take the other two
It's a
items.
cleaver, but that's okay.
Unless
was that
their
an axe?
kink
Was it an
is
axe?
Cleaver. It's the
Oh.
ward cleaver.
Yeah.
waiting.
So unless the kink is waiting, that's a good point. But
Yes.
we'll
Ron, I
never
think
know.
that's up to you to figure that out.
It's sort of a
Okay.
Schrodinger's kink if you think about
Oh
it.
yes, it is. It is it both waiting and not waiting, or kinky and not kinky.
And we'll either when you open the door, you'll find out which.
Oh, I'm so excited to open this door.
Get in there, slugger.
What's
As we're walking in, I like, kind of pull Henry aside. Go, hey, just so we're on the same page. Like, assuming Ron does a good job, like the 3 items go to us 3, right? Because Glenn really boned that, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about it
Okay,
later.
cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You know.
which door are we going in again?
You have the skull door.
Oh, the skull door. Okay, very inviting. I open up and I go, yoo-hoo.
So you see an elf, a beautiful female elf, and an half beautiful male half elf, and he is rubbing her ears, and she's like moaning in delight, and then he sees you come in and goes like, "Oh no," and like steps away from her. And goes like,
I know.
"Why are you here? What have you come here for?"
Ron's voice completely changes and becomes just a little bit more smooth and stuff. I came
It's so different.
to fuck your stag. Wait, I mean I came to go stag on your stag. Wait a minute, I came to have a stag a stag
like-
hen do, a stag affair.
He's like nodding and sort of going like, "You're almost there" with his fingers. And he goes like, "Oh no, don't do that," as his eyes get all big and bright.
But I will do that.
"But don't, I don't want you to."
I want you to go stag while I hang out with your. I want you to watch, man. I want you to watch.
"Oh no, don't make me do that."
I'm gonna
he
make
says,
you watch.
a smile slowly creeping onto his face.
I approach the elf.
Mm-hmm.
I approach the elf. I say, "Hello, how are you?"
He goes, "I'm fine. How are you?"
I'm
You're much more attractive than him.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's right. I am.
And he goes, "No," with a massive smile on his face.
Anyway, would you like to?
Something about "anyway" is the funniest thing you could have possibly said there. As I was saying.
As I was saying, I don't think that your elven husband would like us to hang out very much because when you hang out with the Stampler, you become a trampler. But that's not like me saying that you're a tramp. That's me saying
That's
that
not being called a slut is not my thing personally. So
I'm
that's a
so
yellow light
sorry.
on that
I'm
one.
so
It's
sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
Do you let's see. Well, looks like we've got an audience of 1, and I'd like to keep it that way. Guys,
I mean, yeah,
guys,
what's
stop
up?
looking in the door.
We all turn
Daryl
around.
cannot stop watching.
Daryl's having a reaction to this scene. You might say.
No. He's just confused.
Daryl, I
What?
turned
Oh,
Daryl
okay.
around.
Would you consent to having sexual relations with me while your husband Elf watches?
No. I mean, we
Ron,
usually
don't cheat on your wife.
we usually just do the ear rubbing thing. But if you want to have full penetrative sex, I suppose we could do that.
What's the difference?
Oh boy. You know what? When you put it that way, I guess there isn't one. So whatever you would prefer to do.
I give her earlobes a little gentle tug.
And she's like, "Oh," and the guy. So roll dexterity.
Ron, I mean, Daryl like grabs his own earlobes. He's just kind of like, does that feel good?
Ooh.
18.
All right. So she immediately starts moaning in ecstasy, and the guy is like has his like palms on his cheeks, just like pulling his cheeks down, like going, "Oh no!" like losing his fucking mind.
I
over
hate that
this.
to watch you do that.
As Ron's pulling on her earlobes, he looks over. He's like, "I'm sorry that you have to watch this, but I'm not sorry because I think that it's what you." Anyway, I'm sorry that you have to watch this because I'm so cool. I'm having sex.
The second you say I'm having sex, both the half elf and the elf just vibrate with delight and then sort of fall over. And she's like, "That's the half elf is like, that's the greatest ear job I've ever had." And the half elf is like, "I've never felt like less of a man. Thank you so much. You are the epitome of all that is masculinity. What is your name? From here to the to Waterdeep, or no, Waterdeep's right next to us. From here to the plains of Antasia, I will tell everybody that the name of true manhood is
It's Ron
Perfect.
Stampler. I also am a bit of a pop star.
Okay, sure. I mean, if you're this, you sound like a true Renaissance man."
Truly. And that's how it's done, fellas.
All right, so you see the half elf man and the elf woman leaving in a loving side shoulder embrace, just hugging each other and just smiling ear to ear, and they leave. And as they leave, Hardball Cough Drop comes in and sort of sees them leaving, and a massive smile on their faces. It kind of looks back at you four like, "Hey, not
We all
bad,
did,
not
yeah.
bad."
We all did really good.
Yeah, like it was like 3/4 of us did really good.
Yeah,
We did
yeah,
good
I got.
BDSM.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I got the Yelp reviews back. You got about 3 out of 4.
Sorry, wait. 3 out of 4.
Yeah. The Sir Banana was very displeased.
Was
Oh.
his name his safe word?
Yeah.
Sir Banana was the safe word as
Yeah,
well.
banana is the safe word. Banana was his name.
Oh,
Who
well,
could
that
have
seems-
guessed,
That's
though?
pretty close.
It's they couldn't be more different if you have an understanding of the
Well,
dialect.
but what? I'm very confused. Glenn's
I'm
very
confused too,
confused.
Glenn. I thought you did a great job, buddy.
Did Shinji leave a review?
I don't. Oh, the merchant I hired.
Yeah, he was really satisfied after I was done. with him.
He just. I saw him leaving on the way he came in. He was just like cackling to himself, so happy. And then apparently he painted his. Are you okay with him painting his name all over your van? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. That was. We
Okay.
thought that was part of his deal.
Okay, well, great. I mean, he wasn't paying me, so I'm not gonna like reward you for getting him off. But he seemed to be pretty happy.
Daryl realized that so he painted it on the car, not put the
The business card.
business card.
I thought we were gonna tape the business card to the side, but it sounds like he
Oh no,
defaced
painted
your
it.
Honda
It's like
Odyssey.
very big
It's
on all the
painted
doors.
on.
Yeah, it just
Oh.
says Shinji and
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. I just losing everything today. Okay. Well, sorry. What? Yeah, all right, we're good.
So, yeah, you said something about some items that we would be rewarded with if we helped you in your quest.
Yeah, so I could either give you some items or I could just give you some cold hard cash. It's up to you. What would you prefer?
Cold hard cash.
We don't have a lot of cash anymore. How much cash we talking?
Like 30, 40 gold?
Ooh.
Make
Whoa.
that on that 40 side plus 10 and give us 50, and we'll call it.
Whoa! I gave you a range and you immediately went outside of the range.
Hey, it's just we got 3/4, good reviews, and you saw those 2 customers. They left peachy. So
Well, I guess 4/5.
Yeah,
'cause
but not
Shinji
banana
counts.
y.
why are you guys counter-sell? Like you're supposed to be supporting me on. I'm trying to get
What?
more money,
Let's hear,
gentlemen.
let's hear about those items, though.
Okay. Well, again, with some items that were created by some really great artificers and blacksmiths around here. So this one's from Ryan. This is a personal thermostat. It's a small enchanted stone. It's a small enchanted stone that regulates the user's temperature. Temperature values can be set manually and range from literally on fire to frozen solid. So that's pretty great.
I want that more.
So it's a personal thermostat to control your temperature.
To control the temperature of whoever's placed on.
Oh, whoa, that's pretty heavy duty.
Then there is...
I would say by the way, I feel like we want to go with gold just because I feel like I don't want to explain 8 new items to people, right? Like a bunch of new items.
And plus, we already know how hot we are.
Oh, do you want to just go back and do gold just so we can?
yeah, I just feel like
Yeah, fair
It
enough.
feels a little
Yeah,
weird that
yeah,
we
yeah.
got 3 items
And then
there'll
we're-
be
yeah,
more
yeah.
items.
Yeah, I just didn't expect you to... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What to actually get all the items?
Yeah, the idea was that because...
it will.
So Hardball says like, yeah, so the one you seems like you're really picked up. Do you not know what fin doming is or financial doming? Is that not?
Financial doming. What are you supposed to do with that?
Oh,
Do you know?
oh
'Cause you-
yeah.
What is it?
Well,
Glenn?
that's when you like take over someone's like finances and you charge up their credit cards and stuff. Not ideally,
you can do. You should do that when they know about it. But otherwise, if you're just running a scam and you shoulder surf a couple of credit card, I guess it's really not really the BDS.
No,
end
yeah,
of
what
the
you're
thing,
talking about is a very different. No, it's,
You're talking about fraud.
Yeah, you're just talking about thievery. No, yeah, it's,
I thought you were
it's
talking
taking.
about accounting brand. Basically, I was like, oh, I found my Beth May has found her kink.
Oh, so the banana wanted
He
Sir
wanted you
Banana
to take his money and spend it on frivolous things. He would then take them back at the end. Actually, no, he wouldn't have. No, never mind. You would have gotten those items anyway. But yeah, he wanted you to take his money and spend it on frivolous
Oh,
things.
so
I
we
guess.
wouldn't have paid for it.
No, yeah, you would have gotten it for free.
Oh,
So
well.
Glenn, you did a.
We'll take the cash in that case.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take the cash.
Yeah, how about 40 gold?
Again, 45. Let's call it. Let's call it there.
Why don't you roll persuasion?
Lucky number 7.
How about 40?
I think
Gold.
we should take the 40.
All
Daryl.
right, yeah, that's great. No, I appreciate that, Miss Harddrop.
I
You had a
appreciate
30 to 40 and
hardball.
40.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys sort of stepping up so quickly, and I knew I was right to trust 3/4 of you when I first met you, and I'm really pleased with most of your behavior. So thank you so
Bet
much.
you didn't guess which 3 though.
Boy, I didn't. I tell you what, if I had to pick one person who would not have fucked this up, it would have been that one.
Oh no, but I did fuck this up. I fucked it up. I fucked
No,
it.
you did great.
I
You did
fucked.
great. I saw how happy they
fucked.
were. You did. If you ever want to
can't
come
wait.
back here, if you ever want to return here and have a full-time gig, I would be more than happy to have you.
Oh wow, this is the second offer of that nature. I mean, not sexually, but a lot of people have been wanting my services and my variety of talents. But right now, I just want to call my wife Samantha and let her know that I had sex.
All right.
Ron, I wouldn't do that, Ron.
Hey, you don't know what he and his wife are like. It could just be like you and your wife. She could be super understanding. You know.
Oh, yeah. All right, Ron, you do what you can
Well,
do.
hardball cough drop. This was a really great experience for us, and if we ever want to come back, we'll just recall ya. Ricola, like I was doing a Ricola
God,
joke
no.
because of a cough drop.
Oh goodness.
That joke gave me laryngitis.
God, no.
Nobody has to roll.
We'll come back to these.
Matt
to
is
these,
rolling.
These
for me.
halls.
It took me
I
so
felt it. I
long to
felt
grok that. Oh my
it was
god.
a bad
Two
one.
damage on me.
No, it
All
should
right,
be
and
half
everybody
damage.
just take that damage. Just
Four.
fucking just
Oh, God.
wade into that.
It's the way
pain.
that he like put the stank on it. He knew it wasn't good, so he tried to force it through.
yeah.
He disgusted me. Will.
Okay.
Freddy's
We
kink.
figured out what my kink is.
Do you want to call your wife?
No.
Okay. Then the 4 of you pack back into the Honda Odyssey.
What does
which-
Odyssey look like?
Now it's got Shinji written on both of the doors, and on the hood there's just a picture of Shinji the rat doing finger guns.
No contact information again.
No, none, nothing.
Daryl's very upset.
Is Peyton still sleeping?
Yeah, he wakes.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
That is the sound of my baby sleeping.
Oh.
Double checking. Sorry.
Real dad shit.
So Peyton's like sleeping like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Peyton's
adorable.
Peyton's like sleeping like almost in the fetal position. He's doing the thing where he's got like his hands are between his knees and he's like kind of curled up, and he's just going.
Again, when the
Hey Peyton!
Oh no!
Peyton, wake up!
Don't wake up,
Ron,
Ron.
what are you
He's
doing?
sleeping.
I want to tell him what we did.
No, Ron, you
Ron.
can tell him that you didn't have sex later, okay?
Okay.
Daryl puts one of the emergency blankets and makes sure he's all tucked in.
Poor little tyke.
Yeah. So you guys want to split these items up? What were they again?
They were the Ward Cleaver, the finger guns, the Casio watch that does the finger guns thing, and the fanny pack of holding.
Well, guys, we had a great adventure just now, and I want to thank all you dads for being great participants in it. Unfortunately, we only have 3 items, so one dad is going home empty-handed. 3 of the dads are in. One of the dads is out.
Why don't we all just
Find out on Dad Tank.
Why don't we all simultaneously say what we want,
Okay, that sounds
and then
great.
that way we can see who's there's a problem with, and then we can kind of.
Well, I mean, look, guys. I mean, now that I think about it, I think I did kind of bone that one up. I could have sworn it was the rat. Oh, sorry about your van, but I have the battle axe of hatred here, so I'm not too
That's
worried.
true. He got
True.
a cool thing
I
last
got a
time.
thing, so you guys can split it. It's
All
fine.
right.
It's no big
Well,
deal.
you want-
Whatever. I mean,
My
the
brows-
real the real items gain was the BDSM we did along the way.
That's true, Ron. And Ron, no, what item do you want? Because I feel like out of everyone, I feel like your customers left the most happy.
Let's see. This is a tough decision. I mean, I'm so charming by myself, and so I'm torn between the watch and the fanny pack. But my pants already support so much storage. I'm gonna go with the watch, and then I'm gonna give you just a finger gun without the watch even.
Oh, all right there.
But I don't wink.
I stare at Ron, who's not winking at me.
As that's going on, I'm like, I'll take the fanny pack.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. I really want this cleaver. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That worked out with no conflict whatsoever. I'm glad we did that, everybody. That's great.
so
How does this one end?
let's never talk about this again.
That seems about as good an ending as I can think of.
Oh, all right, folks. Thanks for watching. We're gonna sign off here, but
Thank you very much to the stream team.
everyone's still in there. Got some folks in there. Thanks very much for watching. This will come out after.
Now you can see how much Freddie edits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, people can see that already based on because one of the things.
Oh yeah,
was a
you sent
full-on
out the
edit.
raw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone.
Hurrah.
We'll see you later.
Bye, gang.
Bye-bye.